Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
And we're playing some Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition live for you here on YouTube. Thank you everyone for joining in live and getting involved in the chat. We're back with another horror-themed playthrough, kind of getting into that October Halloween-ish mood. So we're playing another Mansions of Madness. We played one last weekend. If you missed that, check out the playlist section on the channel where we have a bunch of Mansions of Madness playthroughs. They usually start out with us looking good, then rolling some misses on dice, Rob getting frustrated and losing. But that's the game. That's the game. So today I'm gonna try to stay cool. I know this is what happens in the game, especially when we play a scenario for the first time. It's hard to solve. This is that kind of game where it's like, you know, puzzles and clues and paying attention, and kind of like the replayability of this game is the difficulty, I feel. So it's like something you want to play often, and I still have fun playing the game. I still love it. So we're gonna keep rolling with it. For next week's horror themed game, we're playing Friday night. We have we're gonna play with Justin at least, maybe others, we'll see. But we're gonna play Last Friday, which is a Friday the 13th kind of themed board game, hidden movement game. That's scheduled Friday. You can go set a reminder already. Just hit up Rob's Gaming Tables main page, whatever, on YouTube, and you can set reminders for any of the live streams coming up. Or subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you should get a notification and won't miss it. But that's next week's. Hello, Jason, Sirhan, Jim. Paul is here. Sajat, hello. Brian's here.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, we are.
I'm ready. Is he ready? That's the question.
Yeah, I'm pretty ready for the insanity.
You just have to go in with very low expectations. We're gonna die. We're gonna lose.
I know.
And if we win, that is.
I know. My competitive side comes out, and I'm like all frustrated. Like, why is this down to rolling dice? Why did I spend tokens? Which tests should I have spent those tokens on versus other tests? I don't know. It's our first time in the scenario. I don't know what's important and what's not.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if this clue's important or this clue's important. I don't know. But that's like the fun of replaying it, I guess, is like, okay, we know this now, and not to do this. Let's try it again. And then they switch up how the layout is, and you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
But most of it, like the main story points usually stay the same in most of the scenarios for this game, so you kind of like, yeah, save the clues is what I'm going to try.
We really thought it was going to be over, though. We didn't know that was going to happen.
Sometimes you think it's like the final, chapter, the final scene of the scenario, and you're like, yeah, I'm going all out. Yeah, I need successes. I need 4 or 5 successes. Let's do it. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, and now here comes the boss monster, or now this area opens, or this thing happens, and you're like,
yeah.
We'll see. But it's okay. I just need to stop being like trying to be competitive and trying to win the game, and yeah, we'll just.
Yeah.
All right. So, today we are mixing in one of the expansions we've had mixed in before. We took it out, just kind of simplify things a bit. It's one of the smaller expansions. Doesn't really add a ton, like new cards and stuff, but added in Beyond the Threshold to play the scenario we're going to play today. FYI. So here's the expansion. Have this one in already? I may have messed it up.
You put in this one.
Yeah, we have that one in.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably checked the wrong thing when I was trying to like add it in. Yeah, so we have all these added in. No Sanctum of Twilight. We own this one. We don't own these last two. So this is what we've mixed in to play with today, just an FYI. So we have new characters in the pool, new cards in the items, new damage, new fear cards have been mixed in, a unique item was mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
There's some new rule stuff. We'll look at that right now, actually. That. That's new game. So it's Gates of Silverwood Manor that we're playing today. Officer Tetsuo Mori has asked for your help with several missing persons cases. To solve the mystery, you must follow the disappearances to the one mysterious place all the victims have in common. Silverwood Manor. So this is like a murder mystery one, I think.
So we're playing a CSI investigation.
I think. It is 4 out of 5 difficulty. Again, why I need to like lower my expectations of winning the first time kind of idea. 120 to 180 minutes. So this is like kind of like a medium to longer length kind of one compared to some of the other scenarios that are like 90 minutes to 120 or whatever. This is like the next step up, I guess. So that's what we're taking on today. But I wanted to go to the rules paper little sheet that comes in this expansion. Okay. This is Beyond the Threshold. This is the page that comes in the expansion, as I'm sure many of you who own the game know and probably have had this expansion for a while. This expansion unlocks 2 new digital scenarios and new digital mythos events. So things that could happen in the game. Having this checked in your collection would lead to different mythos events happening in other scenarios also.
That's
like
cool.
It's added it to the database kind of thing. This expansion also includes new tiles, a new monster, new investigators, damage, horror, spell, item, condition cards, yada yada yada. Okay, tons of stuff. Using this expansion when playing with the Beyond the Threshold expansion, add key tokens, a new type of component, to the general token pool. Add all other expansion components to the respective decks or pools. So remember to update your app, yada yada. Okay, all those components. This is like a small expansion. Adds a ton of junk. Ton of junk to the decks. Make them all bigger, longer to go through. But the additional rules is what I really want to talk about here. So these are things we need to know now that weren't there before. Moving tiles. During the game, tiles can move about the board. Kind of saw some of that in Lord of the Rings recently.
Yeah.
When a tile is moved, it is removed from its current position on the board and replaced in the central play area as indicated by the app. When a tile is moved, all figures, tokens, and cards on that tile maintain their positions on the tile. I don't know in the scenario we're playing today if that's one where it'll do this to us, but keep in mind there might be moments where we need to like things shift around and mess with it. There's also key tokens, like I just said before. Some effects instruct players to place key tokens on specific items. A key token is a new type of component representing the supernatural nature of otherwise mundane objects. An item with a key token gains the key and evidence traits. Item with the key token cannot be discarded. It's important to know.
Yeah.
Especially when the app's trying to slap things out of my hand all the time. If an investigator is instructed to discard an item at random, discard an item with a key token is not one of the possible outcomes.
Oh, that's good.
Can I just put key tokens on like all my items I don't want to drop? That would be nice. So I don't have to deal with that crap. But it's part of the game. And that's it. That's really all it kind of adds. But like tons of this stuff. So we might see some new... gave us some Fire and Darkness tokens. characters, monster tokens, common items, unique items, spell cards, condition, damage, horror, person tokens. Oh yeah, 7 new person tokens. So we're gonna see some new unique people, I'm sure, especially on this one if it's a mystery in a mansion kind of thing.
Yeah.
10 clue tokens, only 4 key tokens. That's it.
Yep.
Oh man, I want more. And wall tokens. We got a couple extra wall tokens that were added in. So, oh, you awaken to a box of uncut plastic sprues. Take 5-4. Hey,
Oh my god.
Difficulty is expected to lose. Demons and horrors and oh my. Hey Jim. Let's see. Blended.
I know, right?
I mean,
it starts
could.
off nicely usually.
No, it could.
It could.
If
yes.
we're paying attention and like we get the clues and we kind of maybe a
Yeah.
little luck on our side. Like you have to get some luck on some dice rolls. No, maybe choose not to spend clues on tests that you kind of know aren't important. But someone did comment before, I forget who it was, but they did say like, you know, kind of with my frustration, it's like, hey, like you need to. This is kind of like you're in later scenarios or more difficult scenarios. They are like testing players who play a lot, or if you have a lot of experience with the game. And the person kind of commented, I forget exactly how it said it, but it was like, because we only play casually kind of every so often, we pull this game out every few months or weeks or years, whatever it is. We take breaks between this game. Like with many other games on the channel, it's hard sometimes jumping back into a game. The designers design certain expansions kind of testing experienced players. They don't sometimes keep in mind that, maybe the player who hasn't played in 6 months might still want to play your game. And I need to understand too, my butt is expected to get kicked a little harder because it's not like we've, just played Manchester Madness. Like we did just play it last week, but you know what I mean? Like we didn't play this scenario before. We haven't played some of the other scenarios. We didn't play the whole game in order as it was released. We kind of bought a whole collection after we just bought the core set, tried it out. And we're like, man, this is awesome. And then we literally bought all the expansions that were in stock at our local game store all in one foul swoop a couple of years ago at the time. And then we just started picking and choosing things based on who was here, what they wanted to play,
how much time we had,
the difficulties on the scenarios. We just picked random stuff. But sometimes when games are designed, expansions are designed, they're designed with the assumption that this is majority of the players have played things, for months, got the next release, played that for months, got the next release, and kind of experienced things in order. We're just playing things like randomly all over the place casually. So it's also that stacked against us a little bit too, which I'm okay with, but maybe we're not playing it the way it was meant to be played, kind of, or the way it was kind of meant to, the way it was designed. That's just my, I don't know, maybe that's kind of what.
Yeah, we play on hard mode.
Yeah, I wish there was adventure mode, like I say, from Lord of the Rings, the game that was spun off of this kind of system, that having that adventure mode where it like kind of dumbs down the difficulties, so you can just experience the story and have some fun. I kind of wish they had that for this game, especially for like really difficult scenarios. It'd be nice to kind of like tone them down a little bit. I'm just playing casual. This might be the only time I ever play through the scenario. I'd like to see how it goes. Maybe we don't win, but maybe we get at least near the end or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's okay. So hard to. Yeah, yeah, Edgar. Yeah, just take off a star at the bottom there. Just actually. Oh, no, I can't toggle the stars. Damn
yeah, it would be kind of cool if you could actually rate it after you played it of how hard you thought it was, so then it can kind of manipulate and be like,
based on
yeah.
anything.
The other thing I wish it would do is kind of like what Lord of the Rings does, where it says, this is going to be a social scenario. This is more of a battle scenario. So then you can kind of pick your characters accordingly, because sometimes I look at characters and I'm like, oh, this character looks good, but I may not speak to one person the whole time. We might be fighting a lot, or vice versa. So I wish that was a thing. But...
Red there or something.
We're too red?
We were.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. All right. Listen to the wind. Us. For clues or death. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's the thing.
So
like,
it's like,
me, like I love playing with live chat, and I know some of you guys have played this scenario, and like we'll have people in the chat that are like, "Oh, I just played this one last weekend," and it's like, I want to ask for tips and help and stuff, but it's like I don't. I want to kind of play it blind too, but it's like then I get frustrated. It's like but it's like I don't want to win that bad, but it's like I like help during puzzles and stuff. I think that's fun. Yeah, like, but if you guys haven't played, or even those who played this a long time ago, like, kind of remember some clues are important and kind of like make notes and remind us, because I think the weakness we have too is we're not taking notes as we play.
No.
We're taking longer. We're not totally focused on the game. We're also, talking with chat, worrying about the live stream. So we don't. Sometimes we don't remember things that happened like an hour and a half, 2 hours before that was like maybe important, and we're like, we should have remembered. So if you guys notice any of that stuff and like, guys, remember, I say this before, but yeah, if you're like, guys, remember at the beginning you saw this or they told you this clue, it'd be like, oh yeah. Thanks for that help. So yeah, feel free to throw that. You can be our notebook, or
yeah, I was gonna say you can be like our other player.
Yeah, you can be our memory. Jim says, "Don't trust me. I've never played this."
Oh, that's okay.
But if you're paying attention, sometimes you'll catch things that we don't.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Hi, Chris. Yes, chat is your backup memory. Exactly. Exactly.
Yogi Reyes says, "I have no idea. Only played through Imperial Assault app stuff, which is."
Is it similar?
Well, it was designed by like the same people. The app for that game and the app for Descent, which Imperial Assault's based on, kind of like the Descent system.
Yeah.
Same kind of stuff is used, right?
Cool.
Like it runs your setup and that kind of stuff. But
yeah.
All right, so let's jump in. We've selected our investigators already. We got Tommy. I picked Tommy, the same one as last time, Tommy Muldoon.
Okay, I picked Wilson on the screen here. He's from the new expansion, so I thought that would be kind of fun. And then I picked Joe Diamond again. He's just...
We can show them on screen in a sec.
Oh, I think he passed him.
Yeah, I just ripped right by him there. So, Tommy Muldoon. You begin the item. You begin with the Becky unique item, and there's my stats along the side, my health and your sanity or whatever the value is called.
Do you want to do these, and I'll get the items together? Thank you.
Joe Diamond, 8 and 6. Spend a clue to convert to a success. There, you may convert up to 2 investigation results to successes instead. Oh, that's like the ability on my character in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he's just very
I like it.
Decently rounded.
I just avoid anyone with 6 fear or less. I
have to have 7?
Sanity. It just annoys me. It drives me nuts. But I love the abilities on some of these guys at the lower stat. There's his skill stats, whatever, along the right, and Wilson Richards 8-6. After you resolve a horror check, become focused. There's stats. Focused. What's focused?
Oh, sorry. Try to separate it out so it's a little bit easier to find everything. These are just...
is you may discard this card to convert all investigation results to successes. Resolving a test. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, these are just wounded and insane, and these are just spells, just so that it's a little bit easier, hopefully, to find things. Okay. So we actually got some weapons.
So we got a 45 automatic, King James Bible, magnifying glass, whiskey, poison mist, and Becky. So I know Becky, I have that already.
Yeah.
Seen the guns before. Oh, it's just like Becky, a 4 damage. Except for mine has that whole once per round you may reroll 1 die, so I need to remember that. But
yeah, this one, the magnifying glass, is roll 1 additional die while resolving a observation test. So who has the lowest observation? 3, 3,
4.
4. So maybe one of mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put that here because that this one discard up to 2 face down horror, then flip this card. That's the whiskey bottle. Or I have 6, 6, and 7.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's put that one. King James Bible. You or another investigator within range may discard 1 face down horror. I mean, I don't know. You want that?
Sure.
Okay, so you already have a weapon, right?
Yeah,
so these can go.
For those 2 guys, however you think.
Okay, sorry. Maybe chat can help me remember. When I was playing with spells, I was doing what test? Mainly.
When you were doing what?
Spells last week. I was doing more of lore, right? If I remember.
I think
it's lore. Yeah, so my lore on this guy is 3 and this guy's 2. So we're gonna give him. And the shotgun is more strength and I think. I don't know.
Chris says, one bigger hint, always pick up the instant win wand.
How do we know
I didn't see
which
that
one
item
is
in the deck
which
yet,
one
but-
is the instant win?
Yeah. We need to find that.
When you see it, Chris, let us know.
Yeah. Tell us what room to go to. We'll go get it. We'll pick it up. One hint, says Jim before that, actually, always pick up the machine gun and grenades. Yeah.
Yep. That's
Unless
a
you're
good
playing
tip.
against ghosts, where that stuff doesn't seem to work ever. I don't know the deal there, but I think spells work good against ghosts. My assumption. And then Chris, remember, Rob, don't use all your clues before the final showdown. Tell me when the damn final showdown is.
We thought
we never know.
Yeah, we thought we were
never
there.
know.
We didn't know that was going to happen.
That always happens.
Oh.
I'm like, I think this is it.
That was so frustrating.
And it's like, nope, no, it's not. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, that was terrible. Without giving spoilers, that was terrible.
All right.
Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna actually do.
So Eastern Investigator bins with 2 clues.
Oh, I did. That is good.
That's
so
nice.
save the clues.
I spotted the flaw in my suggestion.
Okay, actually, I put them up so we could see what's going on here. See if I can call these 2 guys that I'm controlling by the correct names this time. Okay.
I was waiting for a loading screen.
That's okay.
You hang up the phone, ending the call with your police contact. Tetsuo Mori. Files he has sent you are scattered over your desk, along with a smattering of photographs, vagrants, a young couple, an entire family. Only one thing connects the missing persons cases Officer Mori has been investigating: Silverwood Manor. Each of the victims stayed within the manor house shortly before their disappearance. Officer Mori is now convinced that this house must hold the key to the investigation. Leave the files behind and head towards Silverwood Manor to meet him. The tarnished gate is manned by a beleaguered groundskeeper. In response to your inquiries, the old man sets you on a twisting path that leads you to the main house. You hope that some evidence remains in the abandoned rooms and that they will bear some fruit. Finding the front door ajar, you see that Officer Mori must already be awaiting you inside. So any clues here? Because sometimes there's clues in this thing that they say, like, pay attention to this stuff. I always try to, but then hours and hours later, I kind of forget stuff. But there was a vagrant. Vagrants died, a young couple, and an entire family, and it was all connected to something here at Silverwood Manor. Mori, beleaguered groundskeeper. I bet it was the groundskeeper.
You're already guessing that? I don't think it's... Oh.
So we're looking around for evidence in abandoned rooms. Front door is already open. We assume that Officer Mori is already here, but
he's probably
not.
not.
We'll find out.
No, he's probably not.
Butler did.
Yeah, maybe.
Agreed.
Oh, that was cool.
I turned on the sound effects.
Oh, okay,
again.
okay. I was gonna say.
Just the sound effects, not the music. Excuse me. So, pressing the door aside, you see the entry hall of Silverwood Manor, dirty and abandoned. Place the entry hall tile and a wall as indicated.
Okay, let's start it. We'll start it here, and then we'll move as needed.
You step aside in the manor as the wind grows cold. Place your investigator figures as indicated. They're like all guys with guns, I noticed.
Oh, one space here.
Like all of our little minis have guns.
Actually, is that... This is all...
Dudes with guns.
Yeah, this is all one space. Okay.
Zoom closer to... Like this? Like the physical board? Or do you want the app bigger? Or like zoom into the board on the app? Close as I can get right now with this, because like it will expand, so I kind of like... I like to start a little further out with this game, because it just like it will get monstrous. Word, no, that's as close as I can get with this this setup right here. I set up different for this game. Can't see the cards.
These cards?
Anjay's here. Hello.
Hello. We'll just read them out
Yeah, we'll just talk
as
about them
we
as we do them.
as we need them.
But go over them quickly here. We have Becky, a firearm, 4 damage, once per round. You may reroll 1 die. It's a unique item that I start with. King James Bible. You or another investigator within range may discard 1 face down horror.
Okay, and then Tommy. Tommy's the one with the cape, if that's helpful to be able to see him. He has whiskey. Action, discard up to 2 face down horror, then flip this card. I have a spell, which is Poison Mist, and it has an attack of 3. You can attack a monster in an adjacent space with this card. That's good. And then Wilson, who is the new character, he has the shotgun, has a magnifying glass. Roll 1 additional die while resolving observation tests. And I have a 45. Oh, sorry. There we go. 45 automatic, which is a firearm with 4 damage.
Sanjay, YouTube says it's all green and fine here. Maybe refresh the window. Yeah.
Yeah, or go back out and in again. Does that work sometimes? Oh, Tara is picking up my copy of this soon. So excited. Oh, so exciting. That is exciting. I love this game. Yes, Jason, we did bring the firepower today. Very different from the last one we played. Okay, so those are our weapons and cards, but we'll go through them if we use them.
So much guns. That would probably mean you will only face ghosts in this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Horn, that's what I was thinking.
Yep.
That's why I made that joke. Was like, we'll see. Everyone has guns.
Yeah.
And the ghost thing.
Yep. We have a Bible, so maybe we can do an exorcism or something. Yeah. Guns, whiskey, and Bibles. Yeah. Yep.
Gonna get crazy,
yep.
I'm sure.
Oh.
All right. You see a side table in the entry hall tilt precariously, spilling debris over the floor. However, when you blink, the hallucination passes and the table stands upright. Place a search token. To one side of the hall, you see a heavy oak door with a worn handle. Place an explore token as indicated. To your right is a door with a tarnished nameplate that reads stairs. Place an explore token as indicated. Before continuing into the manor, the wind catches and discards a piece of paper at your feet. Your sharp eyes notice the name Mori written on it. You lift the paper, noting that it is a page torn from a personal journal. Nothing is as it seemed at first. The manor will try to stop me, I know, and I could become trapped here forever. Still, I must find the keys. I know there must be 4, though I cannot know how I know. It has to do with that locked door, and I must open that door to expel the evil inside the manor before I am lost. Okay?
Okay, so
take notes.
What I'm getting from
4
this.
keys.
4 keys.
Yep.
We have to fight somebody at the end. So let's remember that.
Where's
well,
why do you get that?
Because it says we must open the door to expel the evil inside the manor. So I feel like there's like a monster or something once we open a final door.
Well, it says opening the door expels the evil, so that kind of gets rid of it, right?
Yeah, true, maybe.
So it doesn't say like
I don't know.
Unleashes the evil.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
Then
You're right.
Pump lead
I
through it.
just assume when you open the door and expels the evil, it's just going to go into the house and we have to take care of it. But you're right. Maybe you're reading it that way.
That was the last scenario. I don't think it would ever do the same thing in different scenarios.
Okay, well, we'll see. But we know we need 4 clues. Let's start there.
So 4 keys. 4 keys. Okay.
Yep.
And there's something that was talking to him, and he didn't know how he needed 4. There's a locked door, and I must open that door to expel the evil. So that door probably needs 4 keys to open it.
Okay.
That's what I get.
Okay.
All right. You decide to keep the page safe and return it to Officer Mori when you find him. An investigator gains the Old Journal unique item. The Old Journal allows investigators to review the gathered journal entries by interacting with it in the app. As the investigation progresses, and you gather more information, the old journal will continue to record your findings.
Oh, here we go again. I gotta remember this. Who wants it?
Yeah, I don't know. Or wants to use actions to read a journal over and over again.
I don't know. I mean, we could trade it if we. I mean,
I can.
okay, we can trade it.
It.
I don't care.
All good.
No, I don't care.
You can just slap it down in front of you. So, a vision of Officer Mori ripping pages from their bindings fills your mind, and you feel inexplicably connected to Officer Mori, but also strangely to the manor. Place a key token on the old journal unique item so that the app will not slap it out of your hand and make you want to flip the table. An item with a key token cannot be discarded.
So we have one key then.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I don't know. Maybe not.
But it also gives it the key and evidence trait, right?
Yeah.
So it is technically us
having
a key.
Yeah.
Or it's a key to the solution. Maybe not a literal key.
You're right.
I don't know.
Maybe we just have to have in our possession 4 keys.
As you contemplate why you feel a connection to a place you are visiting for the first time, the door behind you slams shut, and wooden panels grow over the handle to seal you inside. Place a wall and search token as indicated.
Oh, we got locked in here.
Give C minor.
Okay. Figure out how to get
yes,
out.
Sir Han, thank you.
Yes.
Cough. Cough. Check to see if you could read the journal. This is your friendly chat reminder. Yes.
Yes, thank you. You're
we
on
haven't got
it.
to the action phase yet. I'll forget between then and now. It's so far away.
Yeah, so much is going on. Oh, he is here.
Officer Mori enters the hall through the door to your right, looking disheveled and confused. When he sees you, he nods absently, saying, "Ah, good. We can continue this investigation together. I have been looking for you. Place a person token as indicated. This is Officer Tetsuo Mori."
Okay.
So it's like the actual, like we got this guy in the expansion, I guess. One of the new ones?
We did, yes.
So a little picture on it. Oh yeah, it's got the symbol from the expansion right on it.
Yep. He's with us. Okay. Okay. Do we start by reading the journal?
I forgot already. Is
really?
that something we need to do? Just kidding. Just kidding. All right. You can review the journal entries you have found. Review the journal entries we found.
It's not an action.
Nice. So it's only going to jam stuff in here, hopefully, and we don't have to waste actions.
That's wonderful.
Well, this is important stuff. We need to remember this stuff's hidden in here. So it's this finding the keys thing is huge. Like that's like, hey, we're gonna not forget this. We hope. Okay, sweet.
Is that what that said? I didn't read it.
It was
the same thing. Sorry.
Yeah. We're reviewing old stuff.
Oh, okay.
Nothing is as it seemed at first.
Okay.
The manor will try to stop me. I know. And I could become trapped here forever. Still, I must find the keys. I know there must be 4. Though I cannot know how I know. Has to do with that locked door. And I must open that door to expel the evil inside the manor before I am lost.
Okay. Sorry about
and
that.
Before the app decides you've taken too many turns to do so.
Okay. So this is just our refresher notes. Okay.
Does have a ghostly image on the token. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does. He does. Very pale. Yes, agreed.
Right.
Okay. So that wasn't an action, so that's wonderful.
Yeah, so nobody's done anything.
Okay. Well, I wonder if this token here on the door we came in that got kind of like shut behind us. I wonder if that's helpful. Do you think that will give us information on how we unlock it? Because I could start there.
Yeah, I'd go. And if you look
okay,
the token on the ground, you mean this
no,
one?
This one.
You want to look at this?
Yeah, like it's in our space already.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll use Tommy.
The door you entered through seems to have disappeared.
Well, I think it might give us. Maybe it'll give us a clue.
A waste of an action. These are the kind of decisions in the game where I'm like, is this really something important? I don't know.
But
yeah, we have wandered away from things that were like we thought weren't important, and they ended up hurting us later. So maybe.
Yeah, I also wonder if in the first, I know this is very small tile, but in the first tile, are they giving us kind of one of these clues would kind of be a guide of where to go?
So
I don't know. Yeah, let's try.
Pressing your palms to the wall reveals no seams or latches that could account for the disappearing door. You'll have to find another way out of the manor. Gain 1 clue, then discard the search token.
Sorry. Okay, so that was useless.
Well, clues are still good.
Yeah, clues are still good,
Like,
clearly.
collecting clues is still fine.
Okay, so then I will use him for his second action to just explore this room that is in the same space, just so we don't...
This one on the right?
Yes, just so we don't waste actions.
Door has a tarnished plate that reads stairs. You want to look there?
Yeah. Oh, those are cute stairs.
You open the door and find a hall snaking up to the second floor of the manor. Discard this Explorer token and place the hall stairs from the new expansion. Not new expansion. Newly added to our playthroughs. As indicated, beyond the threshold. Beyond the threshold expansion.
Okay, so this... Okay. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Let us know if we ever look normal.
That's
kinda
normal,
right?
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah. And then they can't tell when we're mad if we're just all red.
Whatever. All right.
Okay.
Sweet.
So
Right.
that is done.
I don't know. I don't know if it looks
It's
too red or
fine.
not. I don't know if
That's
it's just that screen. I don't know if it's annoying me. Or... Anyways, all right.
It's fine.
The chat would make
Yeah, if we were too red.
whatever. I don't know. Okay. Behind you, Officer Mori jumps as if at an unheard command. He calls to you. Yes. Exploring the manor could uncover many answers. Officer Mori dashes away from you through another door. Remove Officer Mori from the board.
Okay, I'm just gonna put him here because I feel like he's gonna just keep coming back.
Fine. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought we were like very red. It looked like, so I was trying to mess with the white balance, kind of like fix the reds. Oh, but it might just be the screen. That's the problem. Like so many things could affect that color along the way between us, our faces, and to the video you guys are seeing. Could just be me. All right. At the bottom of the stairs, you see another sheet of paper lying on the ground. Place the search token as indicated. Someone has abandoned something in the corner. Place the mutation juice common item as indicated.
Okay. So, oops, mutation juice.
Mutation juice?
Yeah, action. Improve your agility then discard this skill. Oh, so we're going to get improvements. Oops, I'm knocking the wall.
It's pulling stuff from another expansion. That's cool.
Okay, okay.
Hello, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Welcome, welcome.
You're just beginning, so you're good.
At the top of the stairs, a plain door leads further into the manor. Place an Explore token as indicated. You may move one space into the explored area.
I will move. Okay. So Joe Diamond is done. Do you want to go next, or do you want Wilson to go next?
I don't know what I would even do.
Yeah, which way do we go? I feel like someone needs to pick up this paper
because split.
Yeah, we could.
You could take your guys upstairs, but
You
I
think
like
that's
who
good?
knows where this goes.
I
Like,
know.
might lead to something
I know.
crazy.
I know.
I'll just go and then.
Who should improve their agility? I have 4 and I have 5, so not me.
I have 4.
Oh, maybe this guy then, because he has 4, or your guy 4.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, this guy's 5. You can still improve a 5, I guess.
Can you though?
Why not?
I feel like there is a max.
Is there a max?
There is, or you can't do the same.
You can't
one
do twice.
maybe.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah, but there's more than 5 dice.
No, not in the core set. I bought extra dice.
Oh, and we get no more dice in any of the
It's
expansions?
an FFG game. They never give you enough dice, and they tell you, yeah, just re-roll. Keep re-rolling with your,
Got
2
it.
dice we give you when you normally roll 8. So I bought the extra pack because it frustrates me. They got me. They upsold me. Improvements. Claim a token, placing it in his or her play area. If an investigator is instructed to improve a skill of his or her choice, they choose a token to claim. An investigator has an improvement in his or her play area. That investigator increases the printed value of the skill corresponding to the skill on the token by 1. A skill cannot be improved more than once. Improvements are not possessions. Improvements cannot be dropped or traded unless an effect specifically allows it. When an investigator discards an improvement, the token is returned to the improvement pool.
Okay, I think you can, because even they
Yeah,
say
that's
that you
fine.
could roll and then save and then
I
reroll.
know.
So
That's fine. That's fine.
okay. Okay. So I don't know if that's something that you want.
Jim, if you're looking for Sakabra, just do the @ symbol and start typing like SA. And if you don't see it autofill, then you know he's not lurking in the stream.
That is true. And Matt says, let's see 2.
Yeah.
Let's see if Sakabra answers.
So I need someone to vote. I need to decide between the number 2 or 2. If anyone wants to drop a vote in the chat, let me know. No,
not here.
Not here. All right.
That's okay.
Yep, he's not here.
Yeah,
vote.
He's busy today. It is a Canadian long weekend this weekend,
Yeah,
so he may have things to do.
Yeah, it's Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. For those that don't know, Canada's Thanksgiving is like a month and a half or a month. Yeah, a month and a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Or a month and then 2 weeks before, depending on what time it falls each year. But before the U.S. Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So this is like a long weekend for us. So
yeah.
He's probably doing family things, although he shouldn't be with anything but your immediate family, according to local guidelines due to COVID. It's a long weekend in the U.S. too. We know that because we usually we're bad family. We're good for our local family. We're usually on Thanksgiving in Canada because it's a long weekend. It's a U.S. long weekend. We usually travel down to like Cedar Point or some theme park or something and go in the U.S. and do something fun.
Yeah. And
we get away. We get away from things because it's a long weekend.
Yeah.
So we're away from work. We didn't have to use vacation days. We can go stay somewhere and do something fun. Enjoy some fall festivities somewhere or whatever.
Yeah.
We love But the rest of our extended family usually gets upset going like, what the hell? What about Thanksgiving dinner, you jerks? Like, why are you coming to enjoy a big meal and sit with family and, have drinks and update each other on meaningless chit chat?
Everyone knows exactly what you mean.
All that family crap. Not just joking, sort of. But yeah.
Sorry if any family is watching.
Yeah. So we know it's a holiday in the U.S. I just always forget which one.
Yeah, I always forget which one.
I always forget which one, Matt. But we just know it is because we usually go down and we're like, man, it's so busy down here. Why is this? It's like, oh, everyone else has it off too. It's not Memorial Day, is it?
No,
Memorial Day?
I don't think so. No, that's like in the summer, isn't it? What's a traditional Canadian Thanksgiving meal? Like the same as what you would have.
Same
Turkey,
US,
mashed potatoes,
pineapple.
Columbus Day. Yes.
Columbus Day, that's what it is.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely the same, like turkey, ham, all that kind of stuff. Stuffing.
Yeah, same as US. Hey, Tara.
Same.
But yeah, it's all the same stuff.
Pumpkin pie, apple pie, all that stuff.
The only real difference to Canadian Thanksgiving and US Thanksgiving, there's not a bunch of retail sales and marketing all based around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we don't have that here.
Thanksgiving comes here and no one really mentions it. It just happens. Kind of, you'll see it like maybe grocery stores might be advertising turkeys and pumpkin pie and stuff.
Usually we have to Google when it is.
Yeah, because we forget. But if you're in the U.S. ever around Thanksgiving time, and we've been there, it is everything. Car sales, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, screw your family, line up to buy stuff. It's like Black Friday, right? Because it's like at that same time. So it's like totally a different feel. Like our Thanksgiving kind of comes and goes and and then the US, it's because it's tied with Black Friday. It's like a whole big thing.
Yeah, and it's like, advertised for a while upcoming. Yeah,
it's like all hyped up and it's used for sales and to remind you of buying and shopping and the holidays are coming. It's like, it's kind of neat how it's different. Yeah. And we've done the Black Friday thing.
Yeah, we've done that. Waiting in lines. And
we run across the border and throw elbows trying to get those deals in Walmart, pushing carts into people, doing what you got to do, right? We wanted to have that experience. That was like a fun vacation for us.
Your Thanksgiving is on a Thursday too.
Yeah, that makes it weird. Yeah.
But then are you off on Friday? Thursday and Friday?
Technically, the Friday is not a holiday, but like
everyone just books it off.
I worked for a U.S. company before, and it's like everyone in the U.S. is just off. Like they just make it a holiday. Most businesses not open because it's like retail shopping.
Yeah, so I guess if you work in retail, you're working, and then everyone else just if you're in an office or government job, you just take it off.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I don't even know. Is our Thanksgiving like the Sunday today, or it's the Monday?
It's tomorrow. Yeah,
it's the Monday, right?
Yeah. Oh, some companies give Friday off.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That I know.
Yeah.
Our company just would do it only for the U.S. branches and stuff, but Canadian branches, like we're all just working. But it was like a lot of my management and bosses were all out of the U.S., so like I would just be sitting there that day, like unless I had my own things to work on, like nobody. I was getting no emails, nothing. It was just like, sure,
I'll work and do nothing.
Whatever. I used to book it off to go down to the States to shop and stuff, but then the deals became not as good, and
depending on the exchange,
they just take advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we like to watch
Oh,
the
Cyber Monday too. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we have Black Friday and Cyber Monday here now in Canada. They kind
Yeah.
of picked up on that the last few years. So it is a thing here. It's just not as crazy.
No.
Most of it you just can do online.
Yeah.
Even on the Friday.
Almost all of it, yeah.
And then you just schedule when you want to go pick stuff up or have it delivered. It's like nobody really lines up as bad anymore. A lot of the stores try to avoid that.
Yeah, Matt says this year will be very different, but I wonder.
Absolutely, yeah.
I wonder though if it will be the same and just chaos, right? Who's managing this?
I think a lot of websites will just do it online, and a lot of websites will be crashing. That's all I see. It'll just be madness online.
Because with what we've seen in videos, and anyone can Google Black Friday videos, how is somebody or a store supposed to manage hundreds of people running into a store? You can't.
I think they'll limit the amount of people that can go in. And they'll be trying to push people to go online. Like they'll be like, the best sales are online.
Yeah, if they put it more
come
online.
Come in if you want, but we're only letting like 30 people in the store at a time.
Or like you said, if they put it online and set pickup times. Like where you can pick this up at this time and then, vary the times. They started
doing that at Best Buy here a few years back in Canada. Was like most of the good deals were online, and then you just say, I'll come pick it up. And I would go at like 2 p.m. on Black Friday. Literally just walk in, go to a special desk, and they'd be like, here's your item.
Yeah.
And like it's just like no lineup, no emotion. It was nice.
Just dig a moat around the store and fill it with lava.
Fill it with lava, yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, where was I?
Oh my god. We were deciding on if we split up here or
I was
what.
going to the left, right?
Yeah, but
this one.
Yeah.
All right, what's on the floor? I want to look on the floor.
That's a table that had fallen over and is now standing.
No, I don't care about that. All right.
Watch that be important later. We got to come back to it.
I don't care.
I know. You never know.
This door is a well-worn doorknob. Sure. All right. When you open the door, you find a ramshackle dining room. Discard this Explorer token and place a dining room tile, a wall, and a door as indicated. All up here to cover this door, and a new door here.
And a door. I need to separate out walls and doors eventually. Wall is here. Door is here.
Pretty much everything is open here for Black Friday. No limitations are being noted.
Yeah, see, and that's exactly what I thought would happen. But I mean, yeah.
It's so bad, man.
Well, look at what's happening there.
I saw the death toll is like 214,000+ now. It's like jumping up like 1,000 a day or something crazy.
Well, because it's getting worse, right? Things are spiking everywhere.
50,000 infections in the U.S. alone per day, like that. It's nuts.
Yeah.
I know their population's bigger, but like that percentage of the population, insane math there.
Yeah, but even here, the numbers aren't as bad. And as soon as they start to spike, they said, "Okay, we're gonna roll things back."
Yeah, right away.
Right
they're
away.
Super strict with it. They're like, "Hey, nope, cut the numbers. Don't do this. We'll close these type of businesses."
Yeah.
Yeah. We have no choice. We have to stay in Canada.
Yeah, we can't cross. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, they fix that, or people are smart about it.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have Thanksgiving. If people in the U.S. are seeing family at Thanksgiving and then going shopping like crazy. Like I know I assume some people see the family before they go crazy shopping, but I'm assuming some people still do the Thanksgiving thing and see family on that weekend later.
Oh yeah.
So they go shopping first, they contract COVID, they bring it back, and then they have their elderly, family they just like exposing it to and not even caring.
Yeah.
So it doesn't happen. But I worry there's gonna be spikes there. And the holidays coming only like a month later. It's like
Yeah. And it's sad. It's very sad.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, because Jim is saying we're not going to get through this until most people get the virus. Well, I mean, herd immunity is a thing.
Yeah, true.
No holidays in the UK, so playing Undertow while having Rob and Mel play MOM. Awesome.
Nice.
Oh, it's not a holiday for you. Okay. That's too bad.
All right, so I opened the door to find a ramshackle dining room. Yada yada yada. We did that. Okay.
Yep.
To one side of the room is a swinging door covered in food stains. Place an explosion indicated.
Oh, it's a kitchen, probably.
Another door has gold letters mounted on it, reading "Library." Place an Explorer token as indicated.
Okay. Oh,
Officer Mori paces around the dining room table. He calls over to you. Finally, come help me with this. Place Officer Mori as indicated. A circle of skulls and candles has been arranged on the dining room table. Place of search token is indicated.
I wouldn't go near that.
A mirrored sideboard stands in the dining room with one drawer hanging open. Place of search token is indicated. You may move one space in.
You can actually. Oh, it's gonna go that way. Never mind. We'll wait.
I do have one left.
Yep.
But where I am to do the drawer table open.
Okay.
Want to go in and talk to the guy? Then no.
But I could go and open one of these doors.
Oh,
you got it.
Go one more and get with the officer to talk with him.
Then 1, 2. Then I could get there and open that. Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, we'll stick together for now.
Oh, okay. This a game or? Yeah, it's a half and half.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's cool. It's cool that stuff's hidden. You can't do that without the app, right?
Yeah, and I like that the app manages things for us.
Yeah.
So.
Like it's like having a Dungeon Master, but it's an app.
Yeah.
So it's like I'd rather this than Mel playing the bad guy as in the original Mansions of Madness. So the second edition they just replaced the Game Master with an app, which is 1,000 times better. Reactions to this game.
Yeah, we talked about that before we started.
I know,
yeah,
Jim, we debated before the stream went live of trying that out and doing the 3 actions per player and just using 2 characters, but we'll just keep trying what we were trying last time. It seemed okay.
It seemed okay.
Here's the plus it also has mood music and sound effects. Yeah,
I like app.
We don't have the music on right now, but it does have cool sound effects and stuff. And does have narration, which I turned off also.
But anybody at home, feel free to put on some creepy music in your own home while you're watching.
Yes. Okay, I'm done. You can go.
Oh, me. Okay, so then we'll do what we said there. So 1, 2, and I'll search this drawer.
Mirrored sideboard has one drawer half open.
Yeah.
Single sheet of paper rests in the open drawer. It is another journal entry. The writing has become clear at last, and it speaks of a way out of this cursed place. The door and the threshold beyond are one. I could summon my own escape. Dog Slothloth is the gate and the guardian. He is in the manor now, and he has been summoned here before. I am afraid. If I make this choice, I will either have my answer or become truly trapped. Gain 1 clue. Or the search token.
Okay, so that was Wilson that's doing that.
An investigator can review the collected journal entries in the old journal unique item by interacting with it in the app. So that one is important.
Okay. So remember that. So that Yogg guy, is he the same guy from that last one we played?
Maybe.
I feel like you said that quite a bit last.
I don't know if I said the exact same name, but it did start with Yogg. But I think there's only one like demon guy named Yogg.
Yeah. Okay.
Yogg Slogloth.
yeah. Okay, I think that's it. That is so funny. Okay, that's it.
I'm gonna start a series on the channel of reading H.P. Lovecraft stories where I just try to pronounce everything silly. I won't get some good laughs out of it.
Use some accents and voices and this is Rob reading.
You need to project through the universe more. I need to put some sound effects on it, some echoes and stuff. Dog so thought. Take a drink, Rob, your voice. Alright. I don't know.
That's it for us.
That's it for us?
Yep.
Oh no, here we go.
I know, that feels like not efficient.
You stride around the corner in the manor, but suddenly your face meets a solid force. There is only a wall in front of you, and when you regain your senses, and your nose is tender from the collision, each investigator suffers 2 face-down damage, but agility negates.
Already? Wow.
I negated.
Okay, so we're going to go with Joe first. Joe's agility is 5. I did not. Now here's the dilemma. I don't want to take 2 face-down damage already because I have no way. Actually.
Take it.
Discard up to 2 face down horror. Oh.
Imanji, thank you for subscribing.
Thank you. Welcome. Okay, we're going to take it. Let's save the clue tokens and hope that this is not a bad idea. And then for Wilson, agility of 4. I will spend 1. Yeah, I'll spend 1 to block it for him. Yeah. I don't know if that's... We're good. We're good. Okay.
All right.
No big monster came in, so that's good.
So you want to talk with the guy first?
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's
you. Yeah.
Candlelight casts twisted shadows of Officer Mori's face, giving him a grotesque appearance. Ask either what is this ritual or ask about the manor. I'll ask about the manor. At the mention of the manor, Officer Mori stops prowling around the ritual site to pull you close. Must not search this place for answers, friend. That is how it traps you. Officer Mori's eyes burn with the intensity of his plea, and you glimpse something not quite human behind that gaze. Suffer 1, face down horror.
Wow.
Are we trapped here, or is the manor alive? Are we trapped here? No. Or not yet, no. I think you are still safe from it. Officer Mori pats your shoulder comfortingly. But unless I close the gate, Officer Mori snaps his mouth shut and refuses to speak more as the manor trembles, the candle flames nearly guttering out. Gain 1 clue.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Candles sit half melted over animal skulls and letters from some past ritual. You bend down to inspect the circle of skulls and feel a deep sense of foreboding. It takes all of your nerve to look closer. Will is only 3, unfortunately. This is probably my jam.
3 and 3, yeah. We're all weak. Uh-oh.
We didn't round out our cast very well.
These are the hard, tough choices.
Oh, I don't care. Maybe 1. I'll just do 1.
Okay.
Fail to conquer your fear of the gruesome eldritch sight.
We want me to come and try then too with Joe? Can we still talk to the officer?
I don't know if we care to finish.
I know. I'm just curious. No, I just didn't know if...
Oh no, Officer Mori sets his jaw. The investigation is very dangerous. You should hurry on and find the keys. Yeah.
So okay, so we can't even talk with him. That's good.
So around and look for keys.
Actually, this was a piece of paper, right? Another journal entry?
That was a sheet of paper covered in scrawled handwriting has been discarded here. Yep, so maybe another
okay, so we're going to get Joe to go first here. He's going to search this token.
The chicken scratch is another of Officer Mori's journal entries. The grotesque monsters within the manor are drawn to attack me. Or I to them. I thought at first that I recognized one from my missing person investigation, but she did not respond to her name and she had changed. I have found evidence of those who went missing here, but also evidence of terrible things, rituals, sacrifices to the power beyond. But why? Gain 1 clue, then discard the search token. And an investigator can review the collected journal entries in the old journal unique item by interacting with it in the app.
Okay. So I feel like that ritual is important. So, okay, so he can only just move. I'm just gonna, because I searched the token, so he'll just move here. That will be the end of his turn. I will get this guy to move for 1 and we'll interact with the ritual. Well, I feel like that told us that why, like,
okay.
I mean, it might give us information of why. So will of 3. I got 1 more. Yeah, we're both in the space, so if we have to do it again. Dang, it's gonna be 3. That's sorry.
Wasted action.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. The sky becomes blood red through neither the sun nor the moon is visible in the sky. No immediate effects.
Okay. Do you want me to go first with the ritual? Because then maybe you can move?
If you want to.
All right, I'll do it again. I got 1 more. I think 3 will be enough.
The skulls and flickering candlelight do not unnerve you, and you knock a few aside with your hand to prove it.
Oh, okay.
You squint to read the letters, but they are written in a dead language over and over again. Or over and over, they reference someone or something called...
Yog Sothoth.
Okay. Your heart sinks when you recognize the handwriting of Officer Mori. Gain a ritual component's unique item and 1 clue.
Okay, so who is doing that? That is, oh, that's not a clue. That is Wilson getting a clue and...
Ritual component's unique item.
Ritual components. Okay.
You suddenly see a bearded old man chanting around a circle of skulls, candlelight, painting his face into crags. Before your eyes, the man's skin starts to twist, and the firelight flares violet. The object you hold resonates with the manor, and you feel your connection strengthening. There is something missing. Place a key token on the ritual component's unique item. So I think we have 2 keys.
Yes, I think so too. Okay, I felt like that was important based on those notes, so that's great.
The skulls and candle begin to glow with eldritch light, filling the small dining room with the sense of a predator stalking closer. Yeah, it's Yog Sothoth.
Okay, so we can still click on that?
Yeah, so maybe once we get all 4 keys, maybe this is something we go to that and seal it up.
Oh, maybe that's where we have to do the ritual.
Or that's the escape. Once we have the keys, we can do the ritual.
Okay, let's remember that if this shifts or anything changes.
Yeah.
It's an important place. Okay.
Note that, chat. Note that. Write that one down.
What is that? The dining room. Okay, so then since that is done, I think I'll just move... Do we think we want to go through one of these?
Yeah, I'm going to move down and open one. If you want to go down and just get ready to open the other,
yeah,
or
so I'll
follow
just
me
move.
along later.
I'll just move one, and we'll see what happens when you open one.
All right, so
you can go next.
I'll move down. Okay, chat. Which way do you want to go? Vote in the chat. Do we go to the door that is covered in food stains, or do we go to the one that has gold letters on the door reading library? Where will we find one of the 4 keys we need? Matt's not our note taker, buddy. Listen, I'm not your buddy, guy.
I'm not your pal, friend. Go the right way, exactly.
Go the right way? Literally meaning right on the app, like this way? Library, 2, says Jim. So now we know Sakabra has 2 accounts he uses. One is the Jim Benny account to vote to, and the other one
Sakabra votes too.
The other one is the Sakabra account. So Sakabra is here. He's using a different account. We caught you. We caught you. I like food stains. Oh god. All right.
I think library is it, right?
So Kanji is something Spanish, I think, about the library.
Yep. Because someone said they could read Latin. Brian can read Latin, so I think that might be...
I'm assuming biblioteca is library.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What do we got here? I see 2 libraries.
Yeah, I only see 1 food.
The library's to the right.
I think we're going library.
Where's the library is what he said.
Oh, where's the library?
It's to the right, to the right. So let's just go there. That's the only one. Matt just likes food stains, but I don't know if he's voting to go through the door.
Oh, fancy.
The library flickers before your eyes for a moment, and you believe you see an aesthetic study in its place. But the vision fades, revealing again a lavish library. Discard this Explore token and place the library tile as indicated. I do like the way the expansions add like different like entryways, dining rooms, libraries, studies, and all this stuff, offices, whatever. And they don't have to. They could use the exact same like library tile from the core set or whatever.
They could, yeah.
But they introduce new ones with new art, make it different, add some variety. I like that. It's like it's a weird thing to do. Like you think they would kind of cut costs and just different stuff, but I mean,
but it makes you feel like you're playing. Yeah, you're playing a different game.
You know, it's just another library divided into 2 or whatever. It's like looks different. It's cool.
Yeah.
Displayed on an empty bookshelf is an impressive longsword. Place a search token as indicated.
Ooh, make an item.
You spot a tome half pulled from the shelf. Place a search token as indicated. So a sword and a tome.
Okay.
Could one of those be a key? There is a plain door at one end of the library. Place a search token or place an Explore token as indicated. You notice a tall shelf shoved against the wall. You could use it to block an entry should the need arise.
Oh,
Place
here
a
we go.
barricade as indicated. So the bad guy's coming from the back.
All right, don't open that door.
A power from far beyond grips your will. Move 1 space into the explored area.
Oh, you don't have a choice.
Is that me?
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
That's you, yeah. Okay. So that was a move.
So the bad thing is in the back, and it just pulled me toward.
Yeah.
I explored, got forced in. Okay.
You still do have one more move.
Yeah, what should I look at? I want to hear votes in the chat again. The sword or the tome?
No, you don't have an action to do that right now.
Why not?
Because you moved for one.
Oh, I moved
and then you
there.
explored. But you do have
okay,
one more
okay.
movement
Sorry.
if you didn't want to be there.
I thought I was already there, and then I
No.
just explored. Yes, I already moved. I can't do it.
Yeah,
Never mind, never
not
mind.
yet.
Scratch that, scratch that.
But do you want to stay there for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Unless... Oh, no, you're
then this guy's
left,
already
right?
gone.
Oh, okay.
But this guy can still go. I guess we'll pick up this mutation juice. This is for Joe Diamond.
Grab
And
and
then
improve
we
agility.
know it's an action. I have to do that as an action.
Oh, no way.
But I don't want to do that yet. I think I want to open.
When I can move. Okay.
Okay. I think I want to open this door. And let's see
Maybe
what's going on upstairs.
Atomic bomb. Oh.
We're gonna try this. Open this upstairs one.
Pushing the door aside reveals a short hallway on the 2nd floor of the manor. Discard this explorer token and place the hall end tile, a wall, and a door as indicated.
Okay. Hall end tile looks like it's going this way. We need wall. I need a door. Wall and a door. Okay.
Okay.
We're good.
It almost seems as if the floorboards tilt up in the flickering light of the hall. Place the search token as indicated. Something hiding under there, I guess? You spot a book with a cracked leather binding on the chair. Place the medical textbook common item as indicated.
Action. You or another investigator within range may discard 1 face down damage.
Okay.
Yes, please. You need this stuff, I think.
Shredded papers litter the hall floor, but 1 sheet is still whole. Place the search token as indicated. Another door has been intricately carved to frame the word lounge. Place an explorer token as indicated. A door at the end of the hall has cold air blowing in under it. Place an explorer token as indicated. You may move 1 space in the explored area.
Yes, I will. So I picked up and then I explored. So that's that. Everyone is done.
That's us.
That is us done.
Okay, let's take a break for a couple minutes, and we'll be right back. Jim, thank you for subscribing.
Thank you.
All right. Yes. Let's go.
Did you
it was
click
end
the...
of our
yeah,
thing. Yeah. No, so I was trying to like find a good time. All right. Please 6 feet. Something about the angles of the building is affecting your perception. This mythos event affects the investigator in the stairs who has suffered the most horror.
Nobody.
Will we choose that? I have a horror right here.
No, in the stairs.
Oh, no effect. Yeah,
There's no one in the stairs. I
Sorry.
moved.
I was in my head thinking in the mansion.
That's okay.
The glow of the ritual circle flares white, then disappears. Discard the search token.
Which one?
The ritual
Oh.
one, I bet.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's interesting.
Oh, no.
So what the heck? A monster with a beard on its twisted face steps out from the thin air over the ritual site. Spawning thrall is indicated. I figured given us weapons, we were going to have some enemies flowing in this one. Oh yeah, these are from the expansion. This has flavor text on the bottom. With control of this body passed to a greater power, the will of this creature is alien and terrifying as its form has become.
Oh, wow. Oh, God, look at her face is getting pulled off.
On?
That is crazy. Awesome.
Okay. At the sight of the monster, Officer Mori lunges forward screaming, "Get back!" But as soon as Officer Mori's first fist connects with the distended flesh, the monster swats him away into the wall, which absorbs Officer Mori's body with a sickening, crunching noise. Remove Officer Mori from the map. The thrall suffers 1 damage.
All right, Officer Mori given the thrall damage. Okay.
The thrall moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator. Then it attacks the investigator in its space with the lowest will, which are all tied at 3.
Okay.
Can it do that?
Yeah, it can come right here and attack me.
Okay, the monster attacks.
And attack Wilson.
The thrall's hand clutches your shoulder, and for a moment, sadness flickers in its empty eyes. You hear it whisper, "You are chosen." You realize the whisper came from your own lips, and the grip on your shoulder tightens. Suffer 1 face down damage, and 2 horror, but will negates.
Whoa. My will is 3.
So we've already learned, come in this scenario with guys with like 4 or 5 will.
Yeah.
But we came in with 3 guys with 3 will, or maybe the app just realizes that and it's kind of punishing us a little bit. I don't know, but
I got 2, so 1 face down and 2. Okay, so 1 face down damage.
You have 8 damage. I probably would just take the face down damage.
Yeah, I will.
As less punishing, obviously, and 2 face up horror, which we know could be like,
right.
You are stuck the rest of the game and can't move or draw cards or roll dice or whatever these cards
you're very right.
Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror, yada yada yada. So you need to do it against the same guy, confirm a horror check. Also, another reason to prevent horror is because the horror checks will throw horror at you in mountains of it, bucket loads of horror. You glimpse for a moment the person that used to be that the thrall used to be, not twisted to a dark purpose, but happy with loved ones. The tragic realization is more than you can bear. Suffer 2 face down horror.
Can't even negate that. Wow. Okay.
So I don't know what we could have done there if that was just part of the story that just happens, but I'm curious, like it left that search token there. We couldn't do anything more with it. Was there something?
Maybe there was something else that would have...
Well, maybe I needed to ask him something, because remember I had other options to talk with him if I asked him. I thought I asked him about the ritual, didn't I?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But I'm just curious, like just looking back, like kind of like, because there was something I asked him about it, or if I interacted with the ritual first, or we passed it faster. Who knows? Like, who knows? But
who knows? Okay, well, I guess I'll go first here with this guy in my space.
Okay.
I will attack with a firearm.
Whoops. You drop to 1 knee, take aim, and fire. Agility. You're looking for a 2 to pass.
Okay, agility is 4. I pass. I got 3.
If you pass, your shot punches clear through the figure and impacts behind it. The monster and another monster in its space each suffer damage equal to the weapon's damage.
Which is 4.
Okay. She's 1 away. She or it is 1 away from dying.
So I guess I gotta go 1 more time, right?
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, because the monster's in my space. Let's get rid of it.
Yanni's here. Hello.
Hello. Same thing, firearm. Yep.
Agility for 2 again.
Okay, so agility of 4. I got it.
Okay, so if you pass, one of your shots pierces the foot and another the calf. The monster suffers damage equal to your weapon's damage.
4. He is dead. Not like a...
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They just usually... Maybe we're just used to the other one where it's like...
No. I think it should have told you to remove the guy, but maybe not. Okay. Yeah, maybe we are used to the other one. Like, take an inspiration. You are a nearby hero. It is weird jumping back and forth playing Mansion of Madness and Lord of the Rings. It's messing with my head, too.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, so that was Wilson. He is gone.
yeah, certainly. Now Mel gains 1 inspire. Oh, wait a sec.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, is it not going to say something?
But it didn't even say, like, remove the guy from the board, but I'm assuming in this game they just expect you to know that when the health is gone, take him off.
Yeah. Okay, so the only guy I have is, I have Joe sitting up here, and you have these. Do you want...
Whatever you want.
Okay, let's go with Joe first. I'll just do mine. Let's search this, which is a piece of paper of some kind.
The hall floor is covered in violently shredded papers, circling a single unmarred page.
Yep.
You pick up the single intact page from the hall floor and find another journal entry to read. I have found the locked door many times now. I cannot be sure it was the same one, because the manor shifts so often. But I will find out what is on the other side. The manor cannot beat me, because I will uncover its every secret and escape. Not like the others who let the manor trap them here forever. I will find the answer, I swear it. Gain 1 clue, then discard the search token.
Okay, so that's Joe.
And this is another old unique journal entry we can read at any time in the app.
Okay.
So it goes through them all one by one.
Okay.
So they're all just adding them in an order. They don't cost an action. And we can kind of look at them.
review them whenever. Yep. Okay. So I think the next thing I'll do is I'm going to pick up this medical textbook. Because as an action, you or another investigator within range may discard 1 face down damage. I feel like that's going to be needed. I have 2. This guy's already got some.
Okay.
So that is Joe complete up here.
Yeah,
he's not near anybody, but...
Brian's pointing out the manor shifts was mentioned there. So
yeah,
like,
it's going to happen
keep
soon.
that in mind. So we could have somebody somewhere and we think it's all going good, then it just moves us around and now we're kind of like trapped away from the other people or where you're trying to go or whatever.
Yeah.
I assume once we get all 4 keys, it'll start shifting around on us. And maybe we need to remember where we got the keys.
Oh my god.
So we need to remember that. So the ritual in here was a key.
That was the one I got, and then
right off the bat we got a key.
Right in this front
Is the
hall?
old journal? Yeah, it just gave it to us, kind of thing.
Oh,
right?
okay. So this is the only one we've actually uncovered.
Yeah, I think.
And this one was in the dining room. Okay, let's kind of remember.
I don't know.
Okay, so just you left.
So tome was what I was searching. I think after. Yeah, a book hangs oddly off a shelf. The errant book is written in a dead language, but somehow you understand the text. Gain the Tome of Secrets common item. Oh, when you lift the book, a pressure plate unlocks the wall, swings forward, revealing a hidden staircase. Discard the search token and place a secret passage as indicated. And the Tome of Secrets I got, you may become mesmerized to convert all investigation results to successes while resolving a test.
And let's see, mesmerized.
Yeah, how bad is mesmerized?
At the end of your turn, hold on. At the end of your turn, an alien takes control. Flip this card. So there's a bunch of them, and some bad things can happen.
So they can be.
Oh, you're looking?
Yeah, like, I don't care. We've played with these before. We have played with these before. I just don't remember. But you can suffer horror unless you do this. Place fire in your space. Move 2 spaces. Move 2 spaces. Suffer a face down horror. They're all just like suffer something bad and discard it. Okay. Looks like aliens taking over.
Yeah.
Is this from the expansion? Yeah, this is from this expansion too. Okay, that's cool.
Right, okay. Awesome. Okay.
Fun times, fun times. Okay.
Oh, you're going to join me.
Well, it's just a way between the downstairs and the upstairs without going all the way around. The raised section of the floorboards drops away to reveal a hidden staircase.
Oh, so that's this.
Discard the search token in the hall end and place a secret passage as indicated. Okay. Then move your investigator figure into that space. Oh. That sucks. I'm going to search the other token that was there.
Oh, and now it's gone.
What the heck?
And now it's gone.
Well, that's stupid.
It was a one-time secret use. Well, it doesn't say to remove it, but they're no longer on the map.
But are they always there? I would just leave it. It didn't say to remove them.
Yeah, they are usually there.
Are you sure?
I'm 100%.
I don't know if it ever leaves them there. Because you don't need to ever click on them or anything.
Yeah, but just so that you know that you can go through there.
Well, we know because we have the tokens. I don't know. It didn't say to remove them. I don't think it did. Did it? Let's find out.
I don't think so, but...
Yeah, it didn't say to remove them, so I don't remove them.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Okay. So we can still use that?
I would assume so.
Okay.
What they do. That's what the game people do.
Yeah, but okay. I believe you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Matt, it didn't say to
It's
remove.
weird that they went away.
Yeah, that's fine. It could just be a bug in the scenario. It could be something that always happens in this. We're just remembering. We think it leaves them on the board, but do you remember it does that for sure?
No, but it put the tokens there, so
that's
clearly
fine,
it has the ability to do that.
It also puts enemies there and doesn't track them either, right?
Yeah.
The ornate longsword glitters is the other token there, but I'm not there anymore. That sucks.
But you could move back through. Oh, then that's your move action.
Yeah, but like...
Okay, well then...
I'll just move to where your other guy is, and we'll start ripping through these doors, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know why it did that. That's annoying, but
yeah.
It's messing with us, I think, is what the...
Paul's saying the barricade isn't on the app. Oh, okay, so yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's just me.
True. Yep, because you can move that around and interact with it.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's all good.
Get the sword. Yeah, I know.
But...
True. Okay, I'll move back through and do that. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, this guy could do it, but he's also has this stains on the door.
Yeah, there's this one and this one.
Yeah, there's also that way. It's like, I don't know which way is the more important way and which one where the other two keys are, but we do need to like spread out and keep ripping through the place.
Yeah, because maybe even you get the sword and then you go up and see what's in there.
If that's what it is.
Based on what's happening.
That might be a key. The sword might be a key. Who knows?
You're right. We have no idea.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done with my guy.
They are all done. Yeah, because he picked up and he killed the monster. Yep.
I'll split up. Agreed, Jim. Agreed.
Yeah.
The lights dim and flicker, then the walls begin to glow, and the wallpaper catches fire. Place fire in Tommy Muldoon's space. Oh. So right where that sword is.
It doesn't want you to get this sword.
That's it. So I need to now look up fire. Which is fun. All right, fire. Other papers.
They're all there.
Oh. So there's that whole like less used stuff, right? Fire. Whenever an investigator moves into a space containing fire, performs an action other than the move action, or forfeits an action in a space containing fire, he suffers 1 face-down damage. Whenever a monster starts its activation in a space containing fire or moves into a space containing fire, it suffers 1 damage. As an action, you may attempt to extinguish fire by testing your agility. For each success you roll, you may discard 1 fire token from your space or any space you move into later during the round. Fire discarded this way does not damage you. At the beginning of each Mythos phase, fire spreads. If 1 or more spaces contain fire, place 1 fire token in a space adjacent to that space containing fire. Fire cannot be placed in a space that contains fire.
Okay.
Oh, secret passages. An investigator or a monster in a space containing a secret passage can move to another space containing a secret passage as if those spaces were adjacent, unless blocked by a barricade. Range cannot be counted through a secret passage. Cool.
And put it out.
Yeah, for sure.
You can go first if you want.
Yeah, sure. So we'll do the fire putting out action.
Yep.
With agility. Rolling 4. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a clue to do it. I don't know. Kind of like preventing a damage, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I mean, I know.
Anyways.
Stop, drop, and roll.
I literally rolled.
Yeah.
I stopped, I rolled, but I didn't need to drop.
Okay. Do you want the sword now?
I'm gonna investigate the sword.
Okay, hopefully it's good.
When you inspect the sword up close, you realize it has old bloodstains marring the glossy metal blade. Gain the enchanted blade common item and 1 clue. Then discard this search token.
The enchanted blade. There's your clue.
Enchanted blade. Now we're getting into my realm here.
Here you go. And they're saying something.
Swords from a fantasy. Bladed weapon. So it's a 3 damage bladed weapon.
Ooh.
I would draw no swords, but what are sanctified? William Yorick.
Okay, I'm not sure if we missed something. Edgar says we might have missed Jason's comment. Like Jason mentioned, did Wilson become focused after horror check? Did it say that and I missed it?
Oh, maybe. Yep, maybe.
We might have missed that.
So hold on. You see for an instant a woman chanting as blood ruins in rivulets over her arms onto a shining sword. Her flesh twists as the vision fades. The manor floor tilts beneath your feet, jostling the object you hold. Your head begins to ache with the effort of remembering the final piece still lost. Place a key token on the enchanted blade.
You were right.
Woo!
Here you go. You can't lose it.
The floors and walls begin to blur together, sweeping solid objects into their vortex. Each investigator in the library,
That's
just me,
you,
right?
Yeah.
Suffers 1 damage, 1 horror, and becomes mesmerized. Each investigator, monster, and key in the library moves to the nearest space and in the dining room. Okay, let's check this again. Each investigator in the library suffers 1 damage. Keep face up. You cannot move a barricade. Sure, whatever.
Okay.
All right.
1 horror.
1 horror. Keep face up. Roll 1 fewer die while resolving an observation test. Oh, the fun begins. Fun begins. Mesmerized? Yeah. Oh, come on. I don't want to deal with this.
I know.
But
you don't have to deal with it yet.
At the end of your turn, an alien will takes control. An alien will takes control. Flip this card. Okay, so we'll do that later.
You have to keep them all together, I think, because it'll be one of those when... Oh, maybe not. I don't know, actually.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
Each investigator, monster, and key in the library moves to the nearest space in the dining room.
Oh, and this is gone. Sorry, because that was your sword.
Soon, the vortex has consumed the entire library and winks out of existence. Wow.
Wow.
Discard the library tile and all tokens and cards in it. Oh. Okay. The door opens into a shabby room with a single desk set upon the planking floor. Place the study tile from the core set as indicated.
Study. Okay.
A section of shelves swing forward to reveal a passage to the second floor of the manor. Place the secret passage as indicated.
Okay, so you can still get through there.
Yeah, see, it disappears.
Okay,
though.
okay.
Inside the study is a fire that has burned down to a glow and something lying among the coals. Place the search token as indicated. Something has been embedded in the bare planks of the study floor. Place the search token as indicated. A rough wooden door leads out of the study. Place an explore token as indicated. You notice a tall shelf shoved against the wall. You could use it to block entry should the need arise. Place a barricade token as indicated. The heck is going on? So they give us new rooms, new clue tokens to search. So that's messy. I'm not your study guy. All right, so we need to go back and read some stuff. We supposedly missed some things.
Just the horror check would have been at the end of... No, it would have been, I think, at the end.
I know, I'm just reading stuff to make sure we didn't miss anything, is what I'm saying. What was it?
The horror check
fighting the guy?
The monster, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, attack with firearm. Yeah.
So it would have been before this. Because I did the horror check before I attacked him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we were really far behind. Sorry. Oh, you can't even...
You glimpse the monster, yada yada, twisted dark purpose, loved one, strategization, suffer two-faced and horror. That's what your horror check was. Maybe when you're shooting on it, it was saying become focused. It won't be in the chat log.
Oh, okay.
Why though?
Too bad. Yeah, because it just says resolve horror check, and then confirm. It doesn't actually tell you what the horror check was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, check was... Oh! After you resolve a horror check, become focused. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Your ability is what they were telling you to trigger.
I apologize.
I get why we won't find it in the chat log.
I was like, yeah.
Did it say that? Oh yeah, Wilson has an ability or card, he is focused. I didn't read the chat, FYI, everybody.
I apologize.
I was trusting Mel.
No, I stopped there. I read Edgar's post, and then we went through all that stuff.
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, it's right here. So I'm focused.
Jim had us covered. We just didn't read. Or
oh my God!
I'm sorry, Jim.
Thank you.
Thanks for the help,
remembering my own abilities.
Thank you for the help. Thank you. Check Wilson's cards.
Yes, we have got there.
Yes.
Check
all your abilities. So my ability is I just get the Becky unique item. I don't need to remember. It's always here.
Okay.
I just need to re-roll 1 die per round, which I have been forgetting, which could have helped me on some of these
where
tests.
You took damage and stuff?
Or where we were trying the ritual thing. Maybe I could have re-rolled 1 die, got a success, which would have saved us, because you did it in 2 actions, and maybe would have saved 1 action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I just have to remember, Joe, is if you spend a clue token to convert a clue to a success, you may convert 2 instead.
So how many rounds have I missed not rolling my die? 2 at least?
Well...
Or all of the rounds?
Probably all of the rounds.
But I didn't always do checks and tests and stuff. I definitely didn't use it on the ritual. I didn't need it on a prevention of... I'm going to say I have 1 that I can use, that I'll just use it.
Like a free one? Okay.
Yeah, like a free one.
Yep.
Because they know I'm using this guy, and I'm never using that ability. That's definitely making it harder.
Yep, okay.
I definitely would have used it in one situation, which may have cost us an extra action, which definitely pushes us far back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
so you only interacted with the sword, and then all that stuff happened.
I'm done then.
Oh, because you had to move there to get it, right?
Yeah, because didn't it throw me there, and then I moved back, and then I started my turn. Oh, and I just interact with the sword.
Yeah,
it moved
and then
me
it moved you out. That was free. You didn't do that. You have 1 more.
I don't know. I feel like you can get things going in there on your turn with this guy.
Sure.
I could just fire this thing open, and then I'd be moved into there.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could just move back in and then wait for the next turn to start interacting with stuff. I'll actually go left, the stained door. You push open the door to see a small kitchen with a shadowed storage area attached. Discard this explorer token and place the kitchen tile as indicated. Then place darkness in the kitchen storage. In the darkness of the pantry, you see a meat cleaver sunk into a butcher block. Place a search token as indicated. There is a warm glow coming from the shelf across the room. Place a search token as indicated. You may move 1 space in the explored area. Yes, please. Okay, I'm finished.
Okay, so I will...
Job is done, says Jim. Oh, I put out the fire first. Oh my god.
Okay, so then that's fine. I did that.
We'll just say you did that.
Okay, so I went in there.
Forgot about that.
Okay. So I don't want to be in darkness at the moment. Darkness doesn't affect you.
Yeah, it does the whole
horror check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone in horror suffer, or anyone in darkness suffers this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will just search this one. Yeah.
Yeah, so many search tokens. Look at them all just on the screen there. So much yellow.
Well, I'll search this one in the kitchen while I'm in there, and then next turn I'll go in and out.
Light is emanating from something left on the shelf. A guttering light has been on the kitchen shelf. Gain the kerosene lantern common item, then discard the search token.
So...
light source, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So we can use that to help you in darkness. So you wouldn't get affected by it.
That is...
Oh, you just can't use clues in darkness. Is that all it does in this game?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to remember...
I think it's just the fire that it does the check for in the Mythos phase, where anyone in fire gets hurt, right? Or it spreads fire? No,
it spreads fire. It spreads fire.
I thought the darkness thing was in this game too, where it's like anyone in darkness. I don't know.
So my light source is you may discard...
So confused.
You may discard this to convert all my clue tokens to successes while attacking unarmed. But it is a light source. Okay. So he explored and then he searched. He is done. I don't know what door to open with this guy. Ugh.
Darkness is a feature that hinders the investigator's test resolution. An investigator in a space containing darkness cannot spend clues to convert dice results or perform additional puzzle steps. Investigators ignore darkness in a space containing a light source or fire, or a space adjacent to a space containing a light source or fire. A space contains a light source if an investigator in the space has a light source, or a light source has been placed or dropped in the space. Darkness cannot be placed in a space that contains darkness. That is all. Mel, use cards to heal.
Yeah, I could.
Good call.
I could.
Yeah, it's only Lord of the Rings. Only Lord of the Rings. Too much Lord of the Rings for me, Samantha.
I know.
Yeah.
So I could use my medical textbook. As an action, you or another investigator within range may discard 1 face down damage. I could do it 2 times and just get rid of these. But I also can hold 8. I'm wondering, do I maybe do once and then explore once? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of 1. Both I don't know because I got them both face down. And then I'll explore, but can you just tell me what they both are? Because I don't remember.
So the one to the right is a door has cold air blowing from under it. Or north, the elaborately carved door is labeled lounge.
Let's go for the lounge. Ooh.
The door opens with barely a whisper from the old hinges. Discard this explorer token and place the lounge tile, a wall, and a door as indicated.
Okay, whoops. We're going this way. Rid of that. We need door here. We
Don't listen to that pineapple eater.
need a wall here to block that door. Okay, done.
Got it?
Got it.
Something has been written in dark letters on the fancy floorboards. Place the search token as indicated. One of those lounge couches has a lopsided bulge in its upholstery. Place the search token as indicated. A section of polished floorboards collapses, revealing a hidden staircase. Place a secret passage as indicated. Now I know that's probably going to connect to back here where this little exploration token is down there. So we may not need to worry about going up through there and coming around the other way. The only door in the lounge has an oversized handle that looks too misshapen to turn. Place an explorer token as indicated.
Is that the locked door?
There is a large cabinet in the corner. You could use it to block the door should the need arise. Place a barricade token as indicated. Officer Mori is seated in a plush armchair, back turned to you. Place Officer Mori as indicated. So there's going to be a monster appearing in this room at some point, based on this guy being there too. You may move 1 space into the explored area.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Okay.
A vague sound catches your ear, almost like a whispered command. Each investigator in the hall end becomes mesmerized.
Oh, I just moved out of the hall.
I forgot to do that at the end of my turn, right?
Yep.
Move 2 spaces away from another random investigator, then discard this card. 2 spaces away from odds, evens. Odds. So him?
Yep.
So I gotta move 2 spaces away from him. I would do this.
Yep.
Okay.
And then discard it?
Discard it.
I think it goes.
Yeah, so get them out. We're gonna shuffle them together, including that one.
Yep.
Okay.
So the hall
end
end
where's
is
the
right
hall
here,
end?
and I moved out of the hall end.
Beautiful.
So that's wonderful.
So no one becomes mesmerized. Each investigator, monster, and key in the hall end moves to the nearest space in the lounge.
Okay, so this is going to
So
go
it's
away.
pushing. Yep.
Okay, let's
going again.
just do that because I think.
The walls behind you flex, shrinking and expanding wildly. Throwing the manor into disarray. Discard the hall end tile and all tokens and cards on it.
Done. Ooh,
It
that's
shifts
cool.
down. The lounge tilts and the furnishings tumble past. Leave bright bruises on your body. Move the lounge tile as indicated. Then any investigator in the lounge suffers 2 face down damage and 1 horror, but strength negates.
Okay, so my strength is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2. What is it? Suffer 2 face down damage and 1 horror.
Same thing as before.
Okay, so I could suffer 1 face down damage because this gets rid of it. So
and it's
let's
face
do
down.
that. So I block 1 face down and 1 horror. Okay. Jeepers.
Okay, continue. That is all.
Okay.
Oh, nope, there's more, there's more.
There's more. Oh, gosh.
The wall at the top of the stairs splits open with a crackling noise, revealing a door that gusts cold air from the bottom. Discard the wall in the hall stairs and place an explorer token as indicated.
Wow.
So it shifted from this wall over there.
Yeah, from
was
over
the cold
here.
air, and now it's wrapped around. What
Yep.
the heck is
Yep.
going on?
Okay.
What the
So I did the heal and I searched. He is done. This guy is done. And you, have you gone?
Don't know. I don't remember ever. I never remember what has happened in the same turn since whatever. You went in here because I started going.
Oh, yes.
No, that was on my last turn. You went in here. You pick, and then you used your one last action to pick up the kerosene lantern. So what has this guy done since?
That was the last thing he's done. But it wasn't that this turn?
I don't know.
We could probably look at the log, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that
you
was
doing the
this turn.
sword was this turn. Okay. Yeah.
That was this turn? Wow, we're so slow. We are so slow.
Well, no, that was a big thing.
No, we are so slow. It's like 1 hour per round here. Seriously, we are slow.
Oh, gosh.
We're super slow. I read slow, I guess, too.
No. Yeah, we all acted. Perfect.
Okay. I was thinking that was like a previous turn because it's been so long since...
since you've done anything.
Yeah, since I did that. The fire spreads out of control. Place a fire... Oh.
Nope, fire is extinguished.
Fire is extinguished, right?
Yep.
Like, we need to answer that. Wilson Richards suddenly drops to his knees, clutching at his gut. His skin bulges and distends as something moves beneath it, twisting within his innards. Wilson Richards suffers 1 face down damage and 1 horror. Face up.
Oh, sorry.
No. Face down damage.
Face down damage.
And 1 horror.
Okay, so the horror. Minor shock. Resolve immediately. No additional effect. Flip this card face down. Okay.
Wilson.
I know, right? Okay. So, what is priority here? We have, how many keys do we have? We have 3. We need to find one more. One more key.
It's in the
we're
lounge,
almost
I
there.
bet.
I think it's in the lounge.
I bet it's in the lounge.
Which token?
I don't know. Just go interact. Do whatever.
That's the couch cushion.
It seems as if something has been sewn into the cushions of the couch with green thread. And that's, yeah. It's a monster that's been sewn into the couch.
Oh, God.
Something has been written in large dark letters on the floor. And this was talking about floorboards and maybe... Oh, but then it shifted. So now I don't know what's going to happen there.
The couch? Okay, we can go to the couch. So let's move here. We'll search there.
You try to find a seam in the upholstery to rip it open. Attempt the puzzle using observation.
Wilson's observation is 3. And then I have my magnifying glass. Oh, roll an additional die while resolving. Okay, so I have observation of 3. Oh, we've done this one before.
No, not a 6-panel one. We've done a 9-panel version of this. I don't think I've ever seen a 6-panel version only. But it's obvious these two are on the far left.
Yeah.
This one should be the bottom middle. This one the far... These are stay on the far right.
But they're flipped.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's...
So I see 1, 2, 3 moves, and then we gotta fix these 2 in the middle.
Okay. Well, I can only do
4.
I can only do 3. So let's do 1, 2, and let's see what happens. And I can do 1 more.
Yeah. So these 2 need to go up here. So it's 4 moves total.
Okay. So let's do up. Yeah. And then I have to wait because I only have 3.
You can use a clue token.
Oh, yes, I can. Okay, let's do that.
Not that I'm saying you need to, but
no,
you
but
can.
mine as well. Yeah. Spend a clue.
Oh, you're not in darkness.
Nope.
The fabric of the couch tears away to reveal a sleek handgun that fits naturally into your grip. Gain the 25 automatic common item. Then discard the search token.
Okay.
What does that do?
It is a firearm, does 2 damage. You may convert a clue to a success while attacking with this card. That's good for later.
Yeah.
Okay, wasn't a key, but that's okay. So I still have 1 more movement because I've only moved and searched. So I'll just move here in preparation for that on my next turn. He is done. Him, I'm just going to go in and get out, I think. You want me to just do that?
Yeah.
And you still get to go. Okay, so I'll move for 1. I will search this kitchen, the token.
A meat cleaver is buried in a stained red butcher block.
Yeah.
Okay. You struggle to wrench the thick blade from its arrest. Strength test.
Strength is 4. I got 1. Do I have any rerolls of any
what
kind?
the heck?
What?
I didn't click. Even with all your strength, you don't manage. Okay, hold on.
That's okay.
I know. I tried to click the plus, but I think I was like a couple pixels away.
Oh, yeah. I guess we don't know if one will do it, so. Okay.
You do not manage to wrest the cleaver free.
Okay. So being in the darkness is fine, actually. Maybe I'll just stay there? I don't know if that's even important.
It's just so you can't use clues. That's it. We know.
No, I know. But I don't know if this meat cleaver...
I know.
Because as we found that we got it from the sword, I don't know. So I'll just stop there and you can go ahead.
All right. So I have the option of checking the something is smoldering in the fireplace. Or I could go back and check out, it looks as if something has sunk halfway into solid wood. Or I can explore north here. I feel like I want to explore, but I feel like I want to check this first.
You can if you want, because this guy can come up behind and...
Yeah, so I'll check. Something is smoldering in the fireplace. A leather-bound journal, the sort a student might keep, has been thrown into the coals. It does not look to be badly burned. You reach into the embers to salvage it. Strength test of 4.
You have your reroll.
Yeah, so I'll do that reroll that I said I would just for free, whatever. Out of here. Nothing. Okay.
But you still have your one.
I know.
Unless you don't want to do it yet.
Sure. I'll just do one more.
There you go, 2.
Unless I want to spend a token to make it 3. No. Be stingy. Okay, good. You blow white ash off the journal, revealing a tooled skull on the leather cover. Gain the scribe's journal common item, then discard the search token. Scribe's journal common item. That's it. Just another item. Man. Effects cannot cause you to discard your clues unless you choose to.
Oh, that's cool. Edgar, yes, you are correct. I made a mistake. Wilson is here.
Oh.
Joe is here. I just would roll one more die. So let me just roll one more. And if it was a success, but I can't spend clues in darkness. So all is good.
But you have a light source, no? With that guy?
You may discard this while... Yeah. Does that mean I'm not in darkness?
Yeah, you ignore darkness. So if you want to spend a clue...
So I could spend 1?
If you want.
Then I don't have to spend another turn, and then I could have moved.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So how much am I entering?
1. Just one more? Yeah.
The cleaver springs free and it feels familiar in your hand, like an old friend. Gain the meat cleaver common item, then discard the search token.
Yes, thank you, Edgar.
The jars on the shelves around you start to rattle and crash to the ground, releasing the smell of vinegar and syrup. You lose your footing as the kitchen tosses and crates tumble into you. Suffer 3 damage. Agility negates.
Okay, agility is 4. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Whew.
The chaos increases as you hear the grinding of foundation stones shifting under you. Move the kitchen tile as indicated, then place a door as indicated. The grinding shift of the manor peels back part of the dining room wall, revealing a swinging door. Discard the wall in the dining room. Oh, cool.
Okay.
What the heck is going on? Put the damage and horror from the lounge on the wrong one then.
Okay.
Paul.
Oh, okay, yes, I did. You're right, you're right. I just confused them this turn. So these two go this way. Yes. Thank you, thank you. We have got there. And then the meat cleaver.
Now you see why I don't want to play two-handed ever when playing solo games. Because it gets confusing.
I apologize.
This is exactly why I don't do it.
I know. I'm sorry. So the meat cleaver is a bladed weapon for 2. You may suffer 2 face down horror to convert all my clues to successes while attacking with this card. Okay.
I don't know if hurting yourself is worth it, but I mean, if we're fighting the final guy, it might be good to pull out. I don't know. We'll see.
So then,
we have a lot of weapons.
I know it's not his turn, but if I would have had that, then I would have moved. Because remember, I was going to stay there to attempt it again.
Absolutely.
So he would have stopped there. I apologize for all of that.
Now what?
It's still you, yeah. I just interrupted you.
So I did the fire thing. Now I'm going to explore this thing on the top. Is the gun on the right tune? Pick up. I think this guy picked up a gun.
Yeah, right? You're right. Yeah.
Anything else you can remember that?
No, that's it. Yeah. No,
Okay.
I just swapped my characters this turn.
Woo.
Sorry.
The handle snaps off in your fist, allowing you to push open the door into a bedroom. Discard this Explorer token and place the Bedroom 2 tile from the base game, as indicated.
And
a heavy book sits on the chair across from the door, open to a dog-eared page. Place the search token as indicated. There is a misshapen form sitting on the bed, blood streaked down both arms. Spawn a thrall as indicated.
she's back.
A different one. Maybe. A power from far beyond grips your will. Move one space into the explored area. Something important is back there pulling me that way. Love it. Alright. Done.
Okay. So that should be all of us.
Yeah, that's alright. The walls around you blur into a vision of thousands of staring eyes. This mystical event affects each investigator in an indoor space.
Oh, we're gonna get outside?
No, it's probably just no.
It's just everyone?
just a generic one that is pulled from when there's indoor spaces.
All right.
But the eyes blink in succession, and a voice in your mind asks what you seek. We're rolling for will. I got a pass.
Okay.
If you pass, you send whatever is watching a clear message, and the eyes close one by one, giving you their dubious blessing. Become righteous.
Okay, so Joe's going first of a will of 3.
So, hold on. Righteous.
Oh, sorry.
Let's find out what that means. Once per round, you may convert observation or investigation results or whatever it is to a success. When you suffer one or more horror, discard this card.
Okay. So Joe has will of 3. He got it. And Wilson has also a will of 3.
So righteous.
Yes. He did not get it. Do I have something that let me...
So
no.
you need to, if you fail, the strange eyes take their tithe from your psyche. Suffer 2 horror and discard 1 improvement.
I don't have. So that's good. 2 horror. Oh my god. Sudden shock. Resolve immediately. Drop 2 random items, then flip this card face down. Okay, so I cannot pick one with the key.
Just roll a die here.
I know. I'm just trying to find.
Well, you don't need to pick them up, is what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So then it gets messy, and they all don't have the same backs. And...
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, what do I got to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep,
5,
that's
6.
It. No,
Oh,
just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep rolling until you get a number in that.
4. Meat cleaver in Wilson. Okay, flip this card face down. Absolute terror. Resolve immediately. Suffer 1 additional face down horror, then flip this card face down.
What's the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of 6.
Yeah, that's bad.
Do I have some way to get rid of it with? No. Get rid of horror. No, this guy. I need to get to that guy.
Yep.
Eek.
You need to, like, I don't know where this goes. I think it just attaches to any other.
Yeah.
Like, it just became the one that was in this room, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can get to there faster to meet up.
Yeah.
A stubble howling echoes around the foyer, repulsive to your ears. Each investigator, monster, and key in the entry hall moves to the nearest space in the hall stairs.
Okay. There's no one.
That token just goes away, I guess.
It'll get moved.
The foyer collapses into a sinkhole.
Oh, it did say 2. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I gotta do 1 more. I still got 3.
I thought it did say that.
4.
But
no.
I was like, no, she would have remembered.
4.
But that you can
2.
do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
right?
whatever. Okay. Sorry.
Is he left with any weapons? No, he lost all his weapons.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I'll pick them up. It was just drop them. I can still get
The foyer
them back.
collapses into a sinkhole, leaving only rubble behind. Discard the entry hall tile and all tokens and cards on it. Throughout the manor, walls and floors shudder like the skin of an animal shaking off a gnat. Each investigator suffers 2 horror, but will negates. Oh, I have the King James Bible. You are another investigator within range. May discard one face down horror.
I gotta get within range of you.
Okay. I'll just take one horror. Oh, wait. Righteous. If I take it, I'll lose it, right? Once per round, you may convert. Yeah. So I'll just use that to convert this once per round.
Yep.
And prevent it. Yeah.
Okay. And then Joe has a will of 3. And he got 2. What was it? Yeah, 2. So he's good. And Wilson, who will fail, he has a will. Okay, he has 1. He has.
You discard this card to convert all. Yeah, this you can use.
Yeah, or I just spent a clue though. I'm just thinking.
Clues are more flexible.
But this can convert all of them in a fight.
Oh, you can convert more. Yeah.
Yeah, convert all my clues to successes.
So you roll a whole bunch. Yeah.
And this one, I may discard this to convert all my clues to successes while attacking unarmed. So that doesn't. I'll just use a clue to pass because I can't take. Okay. I can't take it.
Hey Cam, this is a scenario. It's not new. It's new to us, but it's from the Beyond. I think it's Beyond the Threshold.
Yep.
Is that the expansion we're playing with today? Yeah, Beyond the Threshold. It's one of the ones from that smaller expansion. Out of the heaving ground erupts a narrow hallway with a ceiling that feels oppressively low. Place the Hall 2 tile from the core set and walls as indicated.
I love how it started off where the whole scenario, like you said, was expansion, and now it's turning them all into core set, which is cool. Okay, so we're blocking this door now and this door. Okay. Oh, sorry. And that's it.
A desk in the hall is strewn with papers, but they all appear blank. Place the search token as indicated. The thrall moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator, then attacks. The thrall lunges at you, mouth wide. Agility, looking for it to pass. 4 dice. I got 3. If you pass, you dodge the incoming bite easily. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're good. Gotta resolve a horror check. Your gaze is drawn to the unnaturally swollen and twitching limbs of the thrall. Observation, and I roll 1 less die because of my fear. So this is a 3 roll.
Number 2.
Let's see. If you pass beneath its trembling bulk, if you fail, you are certain you can feel your own skin stretching. Suffer to horror. I can convert 1 to. Oh, that's already did that, right? The same round.
Yeah, because
I definitely would lose my righteous.
Or you just use those.
Or I use a Tome of Secrets. I may become mesmerized.
And then hope it's not bad.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll become mesmerized to convert all all of these investigation results to successes. And I'll take a mesmerized. So we gotta remember at the end of my turn. I don't remember this. Yep. Sure. Whatever. All
okay.
right.
Want to fight the guy that's in your space, or do you want me to go first? Or
oh yeah, there is Officer Mori. I forgot about him just sitting there. It says when you approach Officer Mori, you notice that his clothes seem shabbier, and he looks somehow older than the man you knew. You can feel your sense of time start to warp. What happened to you? You can ask about the investigation, or we found your journal. You can say, all are in action. He is the key or has the key. I don't know. I want to search up here.
Yeah, you go first.
But I have to fight the guy.
Yeah.
So let me just fight the guy.
Yeah, you go first.
Well, I could attack with an enchanted blade or with the firearm. I feel like I want to try the blade, even though it's like 1 less damage.
But maybe we got that in the scenario,
it's
right?
a key,
So
yeah. Like
maybe
maybe
it's...
it knows like bladed weapons are. You swap your weapon from hand to hand, circling your foe, looking for an opening. When you find one, you lunge forward with diabolical speed, and it's agility +1.
That's
so
good.
5. Well, it's probably just damage from that, right? Monsters have a damage equal to your test result. Yeah, that's not good. It's actually very not good. Because it most likely will be less than 3, which sucks. This could have been just damage from the weapon, which could have been 4. 4 damage. Okay. Hot roll. Hot roll on enemies that don't matter. Great. Attack again. Try a firearm.
Okay.
Agility. Looking for a 2 to pass.
Got it.
Yep.
Equal to the weapons damage.
So there's a 4. All I need was a 2, but we're good. Are you sure you want to discard this monster? Confirm.
Okay. Here.
Done.
Okay.
I haven't used my reroll. Oh, at the end of your turn,
Oh yeah.
place fire in your space, then discard this
Oh,
card.
again?
So now we know that mesmerize can also make you drop fire. Stupid aliens. Messing with my head.
Okay. Let's go in order so I don't confuse myself. We're gonna go with Joe first, who is up here. I will search this token.
Sorry, 1 sec.
Oh yeah, no.
We have to like set fire. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we're going with Joe first, who is here. We'll search the token.
Which one, sorry?
This one in my space.
Something has been written in large dark letters on the floor. The words read, 4 keys to cross the threshold, and you realize with revulsion that the message has been written in blood. Your disgust grows to panic when you find red dripping off your fingertips. Suffer 1 horror. Then gain 2 clues and discard the search token.
I'll flip it up in a sec. And 2 clues. Discard the search token.
Right guy?
It's right guy. I'm going this way so I don't make a
horror.
mistake. Horror is a flashback. Resolve immediately. Flip 1 other horror face up, then discard this card. Okay, so I'll discard this in a sec. Resolve immediately. No additional effect. Flip this card face down. Okay.
Yeah, this Jim's reminding we need to heal. I had a guy in my space, otherwise I would have moved closer to somebody to help them with my King James Bible.
Yes.
But
so
I'm now in fire, so coming to me is not a good idea.
I will then use the medical textbook to get rid of 1 face down damage. I think.
But this guy's fear is what's going to end our scenario.
I know, but he's so far away. I'm going to get him there, but okay. So
but you just use an action to heal damage
that's
instead
this
of moving.
guy.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy's going to move closer, but he can't.
Why doesn't this guy move closer to him is what I'm saying.
Because I won't be able to do it this turn anyways.
But
I can't get rid of Yeah. The only thing I could do is eventually get rid of 2 horror.
But the more you stay apart and not use actions to get together, the longer or never it happens.
Okay, fine. Put that back.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, you say, oh, I can't do it this turn, but you won't be able to do it next turn unless you move either.
2. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what your logic is.
Okay.
But you don't have to do it. I'm just saying. I thought this was the guy that's the threat. This guy can hold 8 damage and you're worried about getting these 3.
Well, this one I have to swap him the item, and then this guy has to do
that's a lot of actions, so you might need to use some actions now to get it done sooner rather than later, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. He's done.
If it's important. Do you think it's important?
Sure, I think it's important.
Right?
So he went through the passage and then went through the door, so he's here. This guy...
Like, I would have came to that guy if I didn't have an enemy in my space. I would have ran right up to that guy to try to use the King James Bible on him. Or I would have said, get to me as fast as possible, but I'm in fire, so...
I'm gonna leave all my weapons. I gotta go back for them.
Well, if you think you can go through one more turn without getting hit by some, the floor is moving, the walls are...
All right, we'll leave them.
Eyeballs are staring at you, whatever, suffer horror, pass a test.
You're right, we'll leave
You are focused, which could help save you from getting a horror, but like how many times?
I know. Okay, we'll leave the items then. We'll move for 1, 2. And then no, this isn't gonna work. Because I'm not going to be able to do it this turn anyway. So I might as well just pick up my items anyways for 1. They're going back
yeah.
to this guy. And then I can move 1, 2. And then I can worry about it next turn. Because either way, I have to worry about it next turn.
It's an action to drop that or trade it or whatever?
Yeah.
That's not a free thing?
No.
Trade actions. Yeah. Trade possessions with other investigators in your space or pick up and drop possessions in your space.
So then I can heal next turn. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if I survive.
Okay. Is that all of us?
Yes.
Okay. Get ready to spread some fire. Fire spreads out of control.
Do you want to go in the bedroom?
Sure. Patch of deadly cold air blows around Joe Diamond, stealing his breath and cracking his joints. Joe Diamond suffers 2 damage, but strength negates.
Oh, Joe Diamond is me. I'm so sorry. I thought it was you. Strength negates. Strength of 4. 1, 2. Okay, then I flip.
2 horror face up.
I only have 1, and I think it's the same one. Yeah, flip face down. All good.
All right, got lucky there.
Okay.
It didn't hit Wilson instead. That would have sucked.
Yeah.
Okay. You go first. Make things happen. Clean up your mess. Clean it up.
Okay, first Joe will trade, and he'll give the whiskey to Wilson. I don't know if there's anything that he needs instead.
Or you can just go with Wilson first and make him use an action to trade from him and give back, and then just use an action to heal.
I'm just going to use the other action to heal anyways. I'm just going to use both actions to do yeah, it's fine.
No, but I mean, you could have done Wilson's turn. He's allowed to trade from this guy if all you're doing is healing with him too. Like, you didn't necessarily have to trade with the guy holding the item. You could trade with this guy and take the item.
Yeah,
so think about that for a minute and see what you want to do with your other actions from which guy.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so Wilson traded it.
I'm just saying, like, think about it.
Yeah.
And maybe not the right way to do it, but
I don't know.
If you wanted one other guy to go somewhere and do something else or spend another action on another thing.
Well, I think I might just use the other guy to heal some stuff anyway. So let's just, it's fine. Wilson traded.
He can heal both. So maybe don't waste the action on this guy so we can do 2 heals.
Yeah. So Wilson traded the whiskey. Discard up to 2 face down horror, then flip this card. So I can discard 2 of these. Okay, 2 out of there. And then I can flip this card face down. Those on the bottom. Okay. So now I have a broken bottle.
Bladed weapon or
yeah, bladed treat weapon. This as a bladed weapon. Okay. Okay. So he is done. Wilson is done. Joe will use the medical textbook.
Power of hooch.
To first, I guess.
It's not important. To be honest, I don't think healing damage.
You just move and get this?
But you do have face down damage, which could get flipped up later and not be able to be discarded with this. So it's like now you have the opportunity. But is that how we should be spending actions right now? I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's an option. But I don't know. It's getting rid of this guy's fear. I need to give you or ask the Bible or.
Yeah, well, we're getting closer.
But I know I want to get rid of fire if I can in my space, and then maybe interact with that token.
Actually, Joe will do other stuff. He won't worry about healing right now. We got to get rid of one of these. So what is the best if we could look at these 2 again? This is the papers that are blank.
Yeah, hall desk, blank sheets of paper.
That's that one.
This is something. It looks as if something is sunk halfway into solid wood.
Okay.
And then we have a token back in my room, which I have a feeling is like the key up here.
Yeah.
A worn book has been left open on a chair.
Do you want to go first then, maybe?
Yeah, I could, because then maybe you can come up and get it if I fail to like extinguish fire or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll go first. I'll try to extinguish fire with agility. So I got 2 points. That is an action, right? To do this fire extinguishing thing?
I think so. It's worded weird.
Rarely used actions is set fire, push action, steal action. Oh, extinguish fire is a component action. Some components or effects allow investigators to perform component actions. Component actions are described by the component or effect that allows the investigator to perform that action. It's an action, I guess, so whatever. Okay, So I'll put one out in my space. You grab
Yep.
the one that's in my space.
Yep.
I could just move and put the other one out and move back. Just to keep fire from taking over the mansion. I'll do that. I'll spend my whole turn and I'll just just get rid of the other fire.
Yeah.
Like I'll move,
Yeah.
shake the fire off, and then go back to that space. But I still think that token is the most important token on the board right now, other than maybe the officer.
Mm-hmm.
But we have 2 other doors we haven't even looked in. So like all these could be useless and the key could be hiding in another room somewhere.
I know.
That keeps mentioning the cold air. I don't know if that cold air at the top of the stairs is like super important. Maybe. Not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll leave you to that because if I went in there, I can't do it this turn anyways.
Okay.
So then I'll leave this guy to do those tokens maybe, and this guy will go back upstairs.
And somebody... Oh, for future, you mean?
For future, yeah. So he'll go, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the same thing. 1, 2.
Didn't that guy do his healing this turn and all that?
No. I didn't do anything with him. He traded and did his healing. This is Wilson.
Wilson did that.
He took the item from...
Okay.
And then Joe was going to go and do the heal, but we stopped.
So, okay, Joe
so he can go, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sweet. All done?
Yeah.
No door to upstairs. Does that not count as a door?
No door to upstairs. Oh, isn't that a door?
No.
Look on the thing.
Yeah, I guess not.
Oh, okay. So we'll go the other way then. We'll go 1 through the passage.
But this isn't a door either, I don't think. I don't know what's going on here. This is not a door either then.
So we can't get in there maybe?
Is it? I don't know if that's how that works though.
Yeah, you're right, because look at all the other ones have doors on both sides. You're right. Okay, we can't go in there.
But a white line can be crossed.
There's no door to get in there.
But there's no wall in this room either. So... But how do we get in this room then? You know what I mean?
We didn't, because the room shifted down.
Oh, yes.
We didn't.
So we have to use secret passage.
Yeah.
But then we can't get into the stairwell right now.
No, not right now. Okay, so then I'm going to go towards here. I'll stop here because I'll open this door then after on my next turn. You're right, I didn't even realize there's no door there.
So you went this way instead?
Yeah. And then this guy can work on those 2 tokens, I think, on his next turn. And this guy will open this door, and you'll get the...
Maybe.
Maybe. But that, I think, is...
Fire extinguished. An ominous clicking comes from the kitchen range, the metal beginning to warp under some unseen pressure. Each investigator, monster, and key in the kitchen moves to the nearest space in the dining room.
Kitchen.
With a roar, the kitchen explodes into a rush of flame. Discard the kitchen and all tokens on it. Oh my god, get out of here with the fire! The flames from the kitchen explosion spread quickly. Place fire in each space in the dining room. I don't know if it's important to put out the fire, if it's just a distraction. It keeps throwing fire at us. Is it trying to just push us along and kill us? Or is it like something important we need to put out? Or is it a waste of action slowing us down? I don't know.
No idea
or
at
all
this
the
point.
above.
Dining room.
What? Just put the fire in the dining room. Put 2 fire in the
Oh, shoot,
dining
I
room.
thought I was looking for another tile. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
The wooden floor of the bedroom begins to snap, threatening to cave in. Each investigator in the bedroom too. Is that me?
It's you, yep.
Suffers 3 damage, but agility negates. I'll do a reroll this turn. Nope. So I take 2 damage. No additional effect. Flip the card face down. Roll 1 fewer die when resolving an agility test. That's perfect. Exactly what I need. All right. Each investigator, monster, and key in the bedroom 2 moves to the nearest space in the study.
Is this a study? Yep. Okay, and this is likely going to go away.
Yeah. With a tremendous crash, the bedroom collapses.
Whoa.
Discard the bedroom 2 tile and all tokens and cards on it. So that token in there was not important. So as I thought it might have been, it's not.
Okay.
Before the door slams behind you, you glimpse the rubble of the bedroom coming alive, shifting into something new. Place an explore token. Oh, maybe it is important and I have to go back in now.
Yeah.
You piece of crap. What the heck? So I spent too long in that bedroom. It basically punishes you, I think, for spending too long in there. I think that's what it's doing to us. And if it fully disappears and you can't get back to it, I think then it's useless. Obviously, nothing important was there.
Yeah.
This is messy.
Wow.
Very messy. All right. I'm going to explore north.
Yep.
This door is doubly askew, sloping slightly off level. Oh.
Whoa.
You push open the door to reveal a cluttered attic. Discard this explorer token and place the attic storage tile as indicated from the new ones. Beneath the piles of junk, something has been scratched into the floorboards. Place the search token as indicated. Across the cluttered room, you see an avalanche of objects toppled over into a patch of light. Place the 18 Derringer common item as indicated.
Where is it telling me? Which room do it?
No idea. I can see what you see. You may move one item into the explored area.
Okay, we're going to put it there then.
Yeah.
Do you want to go in?
That's sad. Sure.
Okay.
All right, then I'm going to hit this token. The words 4 keys, 4 gates, 1 master, 1 answer have been scratched into the wood dozens of times. The phrase seems to consume your mind, and when you blink, you have covered the white sheet of paper, the whole white sheet of paper with those cryptic words. Gain 1 clue, then discard the search token. An investigator can review the collected journal entries. Okay, so another unique journal entry. Not the answer, not the key, not the key.
So if you don't want that gun, you could move back. Is it? Oh,
I think the
no.
game punishes you for playing at all.
Yeah, that is true.
Agreed, Matt.
That
you
is
thought
true.
you were going to have fun with a board game? Oh, we'll show you otherwise.
Oh, no, I'm lying.
We'll
You can't.
beat down your soul.
You can't move. You're stuck there anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it just moved me
Yeah,
as an action.
yeah,
Okay, done.
Okay, so I guess let's worry about this guy. So as an action, I have to roll agility to put out this fire. My agility is 4.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
That's from The Shining. Remember
Yeah.
this?
Oh,
Okay, yeah. All right, I got 1, so that's fine. So I'll put the fire out in my space, and then
Nice.
I'll move for 1, and I want to stay here.
Brian says, "How dare you play this game?" A voice said, and then you realize it's your own voice. Yep, that's super. Like
know,
this game
right?
does that all the time.
Yeah.
So good. You realize it was you the whole time scratching your eyeballs out.
Yeah. Okay, and then Joe. So Wilson just rolled for the fire. He was able to put out 1, and then he moved here. I want to stop to look at those. I think I might have to go back through the fire, but we'll see what I roll. Because I only rolled 1, so I couldn't do the all up and down like you did.
She only rolled 1 success with the fire, so she would need to spend a clue token to make a second success on that fire test.
Yeah.
To then move to the other fire and put it out, which you could have done if you want. I was going to recommend it, but you know what you're doing, so.
Yeah, I think I'll wait because then I can roll again, right? And then maybe run
They'll just
through.
need more fire.
Yeah, but yeah.
Because you know you didn't need to put the fire out. You could have just moved out, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you,
so if
you don't get hurt by just moving.
Yeah. So if I spend a clue token, then I just do move instead. Yeah, maybe I do that. Okay, I'll spend the clue. So I was here. I put that one out.
Yep, so you made a second success on your agility test for putting out fire.
Yep, I'll remove this one.
So you spent 1 to move the fire out of your space. You spent the other to move that fire out when you moved in.
And then I'll just move
back.
back.
Then you move back.
Yeah, okay, so then there's no more fire.
Firefighter, great.
So he's done. Joe here will just explore this.
The handle of this door is unsettling, shaped like a human arm. It refuses to turn.
Oh, I can't even open it.
That is all. You ran all the way there. And
all right.
Just say you ran into the spot with the Maury guy and you're interacting with him instead.
Yeah, because I could have done that instead of
should have looked at that.
Okay, yeah, I should have
before you ran all the way across the map. When you approach Officer Maury, you notice that his clothes seem shabbier and he looks somehow older than the man you knew. You can feel your sense of time start to warp. What do you want to ask? What happened to you? Or ask about the investigation? Or do you want to say, we found your journal? Or cancel and not even do this at all?
No, I want to tell him we found his journal.
Officer Maury pushes away the page you offer him. That cannot be mine. I have not written in my journal here in the manor. Point out his signature or drop the issue.
Point out his signature.
Point out his signature. Officer Maury examines his own handwriting. But I have only been here. Before he tells you how long he has been investigating Silverwood Manor, Officer Maury shakes his head. No, I never wrote this. Was it found here in the manor? You can answer with another action.
Which I still have one more.
Yes, by the front door. Or how long have you been in the manor, you can ask.
Yes, by the front door.
Oh, next to the mess? It must be a mistake. Officer Mori nods to himself. Now we should cease discussion and continue with the investigation. I think I remember something about the bell tower. Gain 1 clue.
Okay, this is for Joe. He's getting all the clues.
Man. Joe needs to do the final test. Officer Mori returns to searching his pockets. He tells you, there is a locked door somewhere in the manor, and I must get back there. However, I seem to have forgotten how to get there. Thanks, useless.
Yeah, us too.
Thanks, useless officer.
Okay,
So
that's it.
So when you click him again, the more you speak with Officer Mori, the more you share his confusion. He only repeats, we must find the keys. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, so the key is definitely one of these two. Or, yeah, because we can't open either of these doors.
We think.
We think.
Unless we find out, like, usually we've messed up some kind of rule or something that hurt us from the beginning, and that's just what happens.
Well, that's the end of that turn. See how punished we are for...
Still don't believe there's not a way to get in there.
Yeah, because they would have told us put a door token there.
No, because it's not a wall. This is just a white line. It's open. You make hallways with these. So there's no wall here. There's a door. So like a door to nothing to me is a door.
Okay.
They only get you to put doors on the other side when there's no door on the other side. It's just a wall.
Okay.
Or a bookshelf.
Okay.
I feel like this is going to screw us because we assume we can't go in there. But I feel we can go in there. I very much feel that. Okay. Because there's a door and then a white line from the stairs. This is open. There's no wall. So it's nothing plus door equals door.
Click on this one in the app and see if this is something that is even possible.
That's what I think. Yeah, maybe you should went there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the door has cold air blowing. It's hinting at this. Okay. I don't know. I think that's very important, but...
Okay. Well, next turn, I'll go that way with this guy.
Yeah.
1, 2, and I'll search it.
Unless the whole shifting of the mansion purposely kicked us out of the stairwell to make it harder to get back in. Now we need to figure a way back in. But I don't feel that's the case.
Okay.
I feel like it would have given us a room here that had a wall if it wanted to block us from there and would have told you take away the door or put a wall over this door and block it.
Yeah, true.
Like there are more obvious ways it could say you can't get in there. But to me, there's nothing blocking that.
Okay.
Unless somebody knows which page in the rulebook tells you if there's a white line and a door back to back, that equals not a door. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times in games, but this is the logic I've come up with. That's my argument. Okay. What's happening?
So that's the end of our turns.
Oh, okay, perfect. Fire spreads out of control. Extinguished?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Throw more fire at us again. Tommy Muldoon's limbs are wrenched into possible angles by an invisible force. Tommy Muldoon suffers 4 damage. Strength plus 1 negates. 5 dice to prevent 4 damage.
Wow.
If I get all 4, I'm done with that.
2. So
once per round, I may change one of these to a success off of righteous. Okay, so that's 3. I've already re-rolled this turn, I'm pretty sure. So I'll just take
1
damage.
Yeah.
No, I'll spend a clue. I don't need to keep rolling less dice on tests. Like that seems to be the only things I draw. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Turn that last clue into a success. The storage space stretches into an infinite plane before snapping back to its reality. This reality. Move the attic storage tile as indicated.
With you on it, yeah.
Then each investigator in the attic storage suffers 3 horror. Are you serious? Because I didn't get out of there because of fire?
It's gonna go.
Or because I moved in and... Oh. I could have moved back out, couldn't I have? Or no, it moved me in from exploring. Never mind. I was trying to think, like,
hold on.
How could I have not gotten in that situation?
The right way. Like this?
I don't know. Sure.
Yeah, like that. Okay. So now you have to suffer
3 horror, but lore negates, which I only roll a 2. Once per round, I already did that. If I suffer horror, I lose that. I'll just spend a clue. Why not?
But you'll still suffer because you suffer 3.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay, no, I'll just take 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you want that? Take that clue back. Oh,
sure.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got here? No effect. Flip the card face down. Keep face up. Whenever you end your turn within range of another investigator, flip one horror face up.
Okay. Oh, there's a token in there now.
I guess, but... Oh, now there's another door. The door with the strange handle shrinks away, only to reappear elsewhere in the manor. Move the door and explore token from the lounge, so the one with the arm. Like, that's our way out. We need to find the fourth key. It's messing with us. Move it to Hall 2 as indicated. So that's the door, but we need the keys. Your heart throbs in your chest, warning you of something to come. Each investigator, monster, and key in the lounge moves to the nearest space in the hall stairs. Oh, there you go. You got in the stairs.
Okay. Investigator, monster, and key. Okay, that's it.
Suddenly, Officer Mori screams, his voice crackling with terror of something soon to come. The fine upholstery and wood in the lounge starts to deteriorate, rapidly aging to dust. Discard the lounge tile and all tokens and cards on it. Or in it. That's it. So what the heck is in my space now? It's a broken glitch.
Oh, okay.
It's a glitch.
There's nothing even there. Okay.
Oh, man, I knew this scenario was bugged out.
Okay.
Cough, rob, inventory item. Okay, Sir Holland wants us to review the journal entries. Let's do so. Let's get a refresher. Nothing is as it seemed at first. The manor will try to stop me. This is good for people just tuning in too, to see like what is kind of important and happened.
Yeah.
The manor will try to stop me. I know, and I could have become trapped here forever. Still, I must find the keys. I know there must be 4, though I cannot know how I know. It has to do with that locked door, and I must open the door to expel the evil inside the manor before I am lost. Run out of time here. Mm-hmm. The grotesque monsters within the manor are drawn to attack me or I to them. I thought at first that I recognized one from the missing person investigation, but she did not respond to her name and she had changed. I have found evidence of those who went missing here, but also evidence of terrible things, rituals and sacrifices to the power beyond, but why? The writing has become clear at last, and it speaks of a way out of this cursed place. The door at the threshold beyond are one. I could summon my own escape. Yog Sothloth is the gate and the guardian. He is in the manor now, and he has been summoned here before. I'm afraid if I make this choice, I will either have my answer or become truly trapped. I have found the locked door many times now. I cannot. Yeah, we've found it flying all around the mansion, I think. I cannot be sure it is always the same one because the manor shifts so often, but I will find out what is on the other side. The manor cannot beat me because I will uncover its every secret and escape. Not like the others who let the manor trap them here forever. I will find the answer, I swear it. 4 keys, 4 gates, 1 master, 1 answer.
Okay.
Lose righteousness, you took a horror. Thank you.
Okay. What order do we want to do things? So my plan for the 2 characters
There's no token here. We know this, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's just a mistake.
Yeah, that I searched it when it was in the previous spot. It just brought it along. I don't know why.
Yeah. I could open this door with this guy.
Look at this mansion now.
I know.
This is so weird. It's like shrinking. It's trying to help us along, but I have this fear that this door needs to be in a specific spot to be open is my fear. That it only works when it's in a certain place. So like, have we missed that chance, or do we have to wait for it to wrap around and be in a lounge again, or whatever? I don't know.
I have no idea.
But this is what I'm worried.
Yeah, search the items on the... Okay. Okay, so then let's go with Wilson. Wilson's going to go first. He is this character. He is going to move in here.
Just so you know, the key is in this thing. I bet.
I know.
In this door. Just FYI.
I know.
This is the only room we've not opened and looked in, and it's moved around, and I think that's where we need to go.
Yeah, I know. But this guy's just going to go first. He's going to get this.
Yeah, you might be right.
And then, well, the chat keeps saying, search the item on the floor. Okay.
So is it this item they want on the floor, as if it looks like something sunk halfway into solid wood?
Yeah, because this other one is a table, I think.
Paper's on a table?
Yeah.
You try to free the object by levering up the warped planks, attempting a puzzle using strength.
Okay. So Wilson, who I'm using, has a strength of 5.
Perfect.
Okay. I need to just kind of... Oh, I think I need 6 if I'm thinking this right. I'm thinking...
You have no clue tokens left?
No. I'm thinking this needs to go over this way. That would be 1. Then this one needs to come down. Then that would be 2. And then 3, 4, 5, and 6.
You could put the one in front of the objective straight up. It gets it out of the way.
Okay, so that'd be 1.
Then you move the one that's closest to the right back.
2. And then this one's
and
got to go.
that one back,
3,
so that's 3. And then move the big one down is 4,
Oh,
and then 5 is out.
Yeah, so up is
That's
better.
what I think, but
1,
I could be wrong.
2, 3. No, you're right. 4, 5. I was just putting an extra step in there. So that's perfect. And I have 5, so that's great. Puzzle complete.
Yeah, need 5. Yeah,
thank you.
that's
Okay,
what
okay. I was just seeing, yeah.
The floor of the study relinquishes its prize with a shower of splinters and a groan. Gain the sledgehammer common item, then discards this search token.
All right, so the sledgehammer. Oops, sorry.
It's
a heavy weapon that causes 2. You may suffer 2 face-down damage to convert all my clue tokens to successes while attacking with this card.
There is so going to be a final boss fight in this one, because everything is a weapon. Everything is a weapon. Even some of the keys have been weapons.
Yeah.
There's going to be some fight with the guy.
Here. Sorry, let me just... Okay, so...
And it might be Yogg Sloth, I think. I have a hunch. I don't know.
Okay. So he moved in and searched. I can move again for 1. There's no door going this way, so I think I need to move back here to come up this way. So we'll do that. Okay. That was Wilson. I can now go with Joe and open this door.
Sure.
Okay, we'll do that. Joe will open this door.
Yep, where the other key is.
Yeah, probably. Room.
When you put your shoulder to the door, it pops open to reveal a balcony off the 2nd floor. The trees around the manor have grown so close that no light penetrates their dense cover. Discard this Explorer token and place the balcony tile as indicated. Then place darkness in each space of the balcony. The corner of the balcony, a sheet of paper sits on a puddle of rainwater. Place the search token as indicated. The railing around the balcony is littered with tiny bird carcasses, but something shiny catches your eye among the brown feathers. Place a search token. There's your key, I think. You may move 1 space in.
Okay, so I still have an action, so I might as well search here first.
There is something shiny on the railing, but it is hidden by the corpses of numerous songbirds.
Oh.
You notice that the birds are all whippoorwills. They're tiny corpses piled around the beautiful silver key. Gain the silver key unique item, then discard the search token.
Hey, do we have all the keys now?
You believe you hear the ghostly lilt of the whippoorwill as a memory unearths your mind. You see an elegant lady weeping as she places a gleaming key on the balcony railing. Her clothes are covered in blood, splatters, and feathers, and her tears turn into screams when her skin bulges unnaturally. Place a key token on the silver key unique item. The arm-shaped handle starts to move, unlocking the door. The manor groans on its foundation, splitting away from the balcony as a vicious wind whips up loose objects into the maelstrom. Each investigator... Oh, I freaking moving the mouse I clicked. One sec. Loose objects into a maelstrom. Each investigator, monster, and key in the balcony moves to the nearest space in the hall end.
Hall end? This is hall stairs. Hall end. Study. Dining room. Attic storage. Where's the hall end? There's the hall stairs. But it's usually you just move this way, so I think we're gonna do that. I don't have a hall end.
Each investigator who moves suffers 2 face-down damage, but strength negates.
Okay. Strength for Joe, who is here, is 4. And I'm trying to block 2.
Brian, you're funny guy.
1, and I'll spend a clue to make it 2.
All right.
So I block.
No face-down damage.
No face-down damage.
Chunks of the stone balcony fall away into the darkness until nothing is left. Discard the balcony tile and all tokens and cards on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was just a bug. Like, it has to be the next room it's
Yeah,
attached
that's
to.
what I assumed. So, just a mistake. That's fine.
Yeah. This it's all bugged out. I can tell this one wasn't. There's bugs. There's bugs in this scenario for sure. Not a lot of people played it probably to complain about it. It was just left the way it is, but it's definitely bugged out on us.
Okay, so that is my 2 characters. If you want to go, maybe you can check that door now. If you click on the door, does it say anything with it?
Invisible forces cause the arm-shaped handle to twitch and undulate. Can explore on it.
Your turn, though.
My turn?
Yeah.
Care about another firearm? Nope. So I will move.
Are you worried this brings a monster?
I have the King James Bible. I'm worried about getting rid of a face down fear right now. Is this my chance to do it before I wish I did it because I'm at 4 out of 7?
Yeah, do it then.
Maybe. But this means we don't hit that door on this turn, right?
Right, we hit it next
We're all
turn.
done?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll just hit it just in case we get punished more because I didn't hit the door.
Okay. Oh, wow.
The door creaks open to reveal a drafty bell tower. Ah, they mentioned
the bell tower. Yes.
Discard this Explorer token and place the bell tower as indicated. That's the key. That's where it is, the bell tower. A rip at the seam of the world glows violet, and a soft screaming into the room from somewhere beyond. Oh, sorry, and lets a soft screaming into the room from somewhere beyond. Place an interact token as indicated. Okay. There's our buddy. A figure stands at the foot of the Wailing Gate, palms pushed against some invisible force. Place Officer Mori as indicated. At the bottom of the stairs is a weapon that must belong to Officer Mori. Place the blackjack common item as indicated. More weapons, man.
I know, tons.
Weapons all day, everywhere. Wonder if it punished you at the end if you left too many weapons on the floor. If there are more than 4 weapons on the floor, everybody takes 4 horror.
Just a heavy weapon.
Heavy weapon for 2.
Yeah.
Like a little billy club. This here. A power from far beyond grips your will. Move 1 space into the explored area.
You always get forced.
Yeah, going to monsters. It pulls you to the monsters. There'll be a monster watch. Oh no, maybe not.
But that.
So I'll move 1 more.
Yeah. Okay.
Done. I'll take heavy weapons for 2, Bob.
Okay, let's see what happens. Hopefully we're okay here.
Electricity crackles in the air. The Mythos event affects each investigator in the kitchen.
There's no kitchen.
See? Bugged out. So bugged out. This app is messed. Like, this scenario's broken.
No effect. There's no kitchen.
Sure. Like, it's forgotten what it's destroyed and what it's moved. Like, no, for real. It's broken. Like, it missed one, like, logic. Like, there's bugs in this scenario, for sure.
Yeah.
Someone needs to go back and, like, check all the if statements. One of them has got a typo.
Yeah, there's, like, a branching logic problem here.
Yeah. It's now thrown it all off. It's like a domino effect. It's, like, slowly, like, broken the rest of the scenario because of one...
That's okay.
One typo, one variable got populated with the wrong value, and
it's broken in our favor, so we'll take it. Do you want to talk to this or interact with this thing first?
Yeah.
Or do you want us to come closer in case it's bad?
Let me see what he has to say first. Officer Mori mutters underneath his breath. I was not the only one to open a gate. We might still be too late. The other gates are growing in power. Officer Mori is standing close to a glowing gate that has opened in the bell tower. His hands tremble, upraised to the gate. Could ask about the gate, pull Officer Mori away, or cancel. Or, let's click on this thing. You hear quails at the inexplicable phenomenon. You don't know how to begin the investigating it, but Officer Mori might be able to help explain. Okay,
so
I'll start by talking to him. The kitchen is in a parallel universe.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. Ask about the gate. Officer Mori explains through clenched teeth. It is a portal to another time or world. 1 of 4, each with its own key. Officer Mori turns a bit green talking about it. I remember now how I opened it with my investigation. How my own journal became the key. Gain 1 clue. I can ask, Officer, are you okay? Or, you opened it? I'll ask, you opened it?
Mm-hmm.
Officer Mori grimaces. The only way to help is to close this gate and the other gates that have opened into our world. If only we had the keys, my own journal, the sword and silver, the ritual items. If only I had found them in time. We got them.
We
I
got
them.
Don't worry, friend.
You reveal to Officer Mori that you have found his journal, which might help in closing the portal. Influence of 4. I don't have anything punishing me on influence that I remember or see.
That's good. You have the free one, right? Oh, no, you've lost that.
I have a reroll on my turn, but I'll just spend a clue and make it 3.
Yeah.
Officer Mori rakes his eyes over you, licking his cracked lips. Of course, it is the key for this gate, but I became afraid and scattered the pages to protect myself. Please, use it to end this nightmare. Gain 1 clue.
There you go, so you balance yourself.
That
was 1 action. Oh!
The glowing gash in the skin of reality emits a soft screaming. This gate is gathering power. The old journal unique item glows with arcane light. Attempt to close the portal. I do have that correct item, so I might as well try it, right? The continued screaming unnerves you, and you wonder what the open gate will do to you if you try to close it. So willpower for each key you have.
Oh, we need to get them together. Dang it.
For each key you have, you may add an additional success to your result. I have 2.
You 2, so that's
I have
good.
2, which
you might
is
be able
fine,
to do it
but
because I have 1 and 1.
so I'm
that might be
testing
a
will
thing.
of 3. I don't. No punishment on will.
But you got 2 free because you have 2
2
clues.
successes. This seems kind of important. I'm going to spend a clue on it. The screaming and light dwindle, but the manor trembles as the portals continue to pull it apart. The gate is weaker now. You think you can close it with more effort. That wasn't enough. Wow.
Okay. So you went first.
Yep.
So I'll get Wilson here to go next. And he can go... he can't even do it. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they can't even do it. But I guess they'll get in there. So let's do 1, 2, and 1. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Oh, but now you're within range. Oh, is
Only
it
when
I
end my turn.
Okay, so you're good. Okay, next turn. Hopefully we can do it before.
The Mythos event affects all investigators. Oh, here we go. A wave of dizziness breaks over you, forcing you into collapse. A voice presses into your mind, forcefully. An alien. Testing will 2 negates. Willpower 2 success. What is it? If you pass, nothing. If you fail, I'm mesmerized. Mesmerized crap is annoying. I will toss a clue. This is where it all falls apart. When I started tossing clues just for this.
Joe has an abundance of clues, so hopefully,
but he's never needing to use them. I wish he could drop some on the floor, sprinkle them around.
Okay, so he's gonna go will of 3. 1, 2, got it.
Yeah,
and
see, he
then
doesn't need to use them ever.
Wilson also has 3. 1, he'll take if I fail.
So you just become mesmerized. Pick a mesmerized. Pick a
Let's
mesmerized. Your choice. That's not till the end of your turn, so you have some time.
Yeah, let's just remember. There.
Around your fallen bodies, the manor cracks apart and drifts away into a blinding light. Clear the board.
What?
Okay, clear the board. We're putting everything ready to take all the tokens off. Do we lose?
I don't know.
When you regain consciousness, you no longer recognize your surroundings.
Oh my
Place
God.
the attic storage tile, and a door as indicated.
Oh my God.
So attic tile is a bigger one from the base set.
Oh my God. God. Putting those in the wrong spots. Is it? Yeah, it's just one of these. Wow. Attic. What else do I need? I need it.
Yeah, this scenario is crazy.
Yeah, 1 turn too late. I think you're right.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so this one's going here. And then this one's now going like this.
Oh, I mean, a door in the top left.
Top left. Oh my gosh.
Princess is in another castle, yes.
Clearly. Oh my god.
You climb to your feet, shaking off the dream of a voice that knew your every secret. Place your investigator figures as indicated.
Okay.
The single window in the attic lets in a milky light, somehow more faceted than normal light. The light swirls and coalesces into a portal through which unnatural forms can be glimpsed. Out of the strange light steps a twisted form lurching through the walls of this world. Spawn a thrall as indicated. Oh, we got a second one.
Wow.
So you put that in a little base there. With a crackling noise, another monster drops from the ceiling. Spawn a thrall as indicated.
Oh my god.
In the shadows of the cluttered attic storage, you see a hulking monster wearing Officer Mori's uniform. Spawn a thrall as indicated.
Oh, Brian was right, I think. You said.
What?
Brian had said earlier that he thinks that the officer was a bad guy.
Well, I think everyone who was trapped. These are all the people who like died and failed and whatever. We knew something was up with that guy. Now all those guns come in handy. We hope so.
Yeah.
Mori's uniform spawns a thrall as indicated. This is Officer Mori. Against the wall of the disused space, a heap of broken crates have become a mass of aged and tangled wood. It could be used to block a door or place a barricade token as indicated. Officer Mori was your friend, but the manor has consumed him. There is not a clear way to escape from these monsters other than through them. You steel yourself for what you may need or what you need to do.
Okay, so we gotta fight him.
So this is the regular thrall. The thrall moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator, then attacks the investigator in space who has suffered the least damage. I have 3.
1. He has 3, so it's gonna go to Wilson.
Okay, Wilson. The enlarged limbs of the creature strike with the strength and speed of a monstrous cat, and you realize in dismay that the thrall has been toying with you. Suffer 1 damage and 1 horror, but 1 less will die. So you get rolling only 2.
Okay, hold on 1 sec. I need to discard. Nope. I would only do 1.
Remember, you're going to do a horror check, right? So you could get focused back.
Yeah.
But we're about to get attacked by 2 other monsters.
You're right.
It may not be you. It may be you. Who
it's
knows?
It's gonna convert 1, which I could use it to suffer. Yeah. So let's do that. I'll use focus. You may discard this card to convert all of my clues to successes. So it's 1, which I will use to do the horror, and then I will keep the damage in its face up.
Okay, so take the
only a flesh wound. Resolve immediately. No additional effect. Flip this card face down. Okay.
Okay, so now the one with the red token on it. The thrall moves up 2 spaces to be within range of as many investigators as possible. It's already in range.
Okay, yeah.
Then it attacks the investigator within range with the lowest agility.
Okay.
I have 4.
4, 5, and 4. I can take it because you
I do have more damage and horror than that guy.
So Wilson will take that one too. Oh, strength plus 1. Yeah, 6 die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it's 3 damage, but you're rolling 6 dice. Nice.
1. Whoa, I wish I could.
Kerosene lantern do?
Kerosene lantern.
When you're attacking, right?
Yeah, when I'm attacking unarmed, I have my sledgehammer. You may suffer 2 face down damage to convert all. Oh, when I'm attacking with this card. Oh, I should have kept it for that. Okay.
You have no clues?
No. So I can block 1.
All right,
what am I taking?
Damage.
Okay, first one. Minor injury, only a flesh wound, no effect. Lightheaded, resolve immediately. Flip 1 horror face up, then flip this card face down.
So Officer Mori stops moving abruptly. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I'm in panic. Resolve immediately. Suffer 1 additional face down damage, then flip this card face down. Okay.
Officer Mori stops moving abruptly, healing like a trained dog to its master's voice. Officer Mori moves 1 space towards the nearest investigator. Then he attacks the investigator within range with the lowest agility.
All right, so 4.
So same thing.
4
for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 3 I have damage and.
I have 3 out of 7 and 4 out of 7. I'll take it.
You have,
Yeah, sure.
I wish I could get this guy to take it because he's got clues.
I know,
Dang
but
it.
he's never in that situation for some reason. Officer Mori pleads with you to help him. Oh, wow. Okay, so Will, rolling 3 dice. I don't know if I've used my reroll this turn. Don't remember. I should be tapping Becky to remind me, but... This. If you fail, your heart... move 1 space towards Officer Mori.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, I'll fail.
Yeah.
Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range. The highest horror rating, which are all the same.
Okay.
So, sure. They're all the same. You feel your own flesh crawl and tear as the thrall lifts 1 grotesquely mutated limb overhead. Suffer 1 face down damage and 2 horror, but will negates. I'll take a face down damage.
Okay. Joe will go. Will of 3. 1, 2. I'll take a face down damage. And Wilson has 3. 1, 2. 5 of 8. Yep. We have ways to get rid of damage. So we'll do that. Okay. And then after I become focused.
Let's check out the enemies.
Well, at least they're all in our spaces.
So Officer Bob here has 21 health, so he's a boss man. Huge boss man.
Yeah.
Red Thrall only is a 6. That's why he was pulling me towards him, because he probably hits like crazy eventually. And a 6.
So do we get rid of the 6 and 6s first, so we only deal with the last guy instead of focusing
or
all?
Or are they a distraction and really just beating Officer Mori wins the game? I don't know.
I know, but I'm just thinking 21 hits. Like, yes, potentially.
I know
2,
it is better
4,
to have
6,
less things smacking back.
But between 6 actions, can we get that? Joe definitely has some clue tokens. I now have focused.
All right, I'll go first and just start fighting the... I have a firearm, so I can fire at the one out of our space.
Okay.
I'll just try that, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't make me test agility, which I roll 1 less of. This is the problem. Like we're gonna ignore our damage and fear. So, like the way you're like, we can get rid of this, or I can heal that, or you can heal that. At this point, when we get to this point in the game, we're always like, just fight, which is probably smart because then you're not getting it back what you just removed and getting an endless loop. But I will attack with the firearm. The gun roars and shakes in your hand. Agility, of course. Only rolling 3. And we saw what rolling 3 dice over and over again did last week. So I'll use my 1 turn reroll, which I'm assuming I haven't used.
No, because this is a fresh turn.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, got it. If you pass, your shot strikes the target. The monster suffers damage equal to your weapon's damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll attack it again. Firearm again. Ability of 2. Yeah, I shouldn't keep doing that. I should probably try the bladed weapon next time, which maybe is strength. Not hurt as much, especially when I only need to do 2 damage. Got it.
Got it.
You pass, your marksmanship overcomes your uncooperative limbs. The monster suffers damage equal to weapon's damage.
This one's dead.
Burn. Okay, done my turn.
Gone. Okay. Let's go with Joe, who...
Can you use the block? Maybe block out Mori? Oh, the barricade? He's already in our space with us now.
Yeah, I don't know how we will do that. Oh, okay. Joe will use his automatic weapon. I don't know if I want to use a spell. Oh. No. Wilson will go first.
Okay.
Wilson will...
Oh, yeah, sorry. I ended my turn within range of another investigator, so I flip the horror face up. Is there something else to... No. No additional effect, flip the card face down.
Okay. Wilson's going to go first. He's going to do a trade. I'm going to give him the automatic weapon, and I'm going to take the medical textbook. Then I will use it to get rid of 1 face down fear for myself. Maybe
fear damage, is that what
sorry, damage. 1 face down damage. Let's take this one. Okay.
Can you do all that without doing an evade check? I think you have to do evade checks.
Oh,
because remember you're
okay.
using other actions in space with monsters.
Oh, you're right. Then I don't want to do
Right?
that. Okay, yeah, you're right.
That's how that works,
Okay,
right?
rewind to all that. I didn't do any of that. I forgot. So we'll go back to Joe. I guess we'll just use this. I don't want to do this, but okay, let's try the firearm first.
Well,
I know, but
poison mist. You never know, but it's poison mist, so it could affect everybody in the space
I know.
because it's a poison mist.
I know. I'm worried. Let's just do the automatic. Let's attack the other,
the
small one. Let's
small one?
yeah. Just so we have less evades and less.
All right. What are we attacking with? Firearm?
Firearm. Yeah.
Agility. Looking for 2.
Okay, my agility,
5 agility.
is
Nice.
5 with a lot of clue tokens. What happens if I
You need a pass. If you pass, they suffer damage equal to the weapon.
Dang, it's only 2.
If you fail, nothing. But
it's only 2, but I got to do it.
But
2
gets them there.
Yeah.
I can possibly one-shot them if you can't get them.
I got to hit 2. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, I could try the poison mist then and see.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Attack with a spell. You begin the incantation as if by instinct, your lips forming the words of their own accord. Even as you give voice to the eldritch sounds, you struggle to understand their meaning. Lore. Looking for 2 to pass.
Sorry, and I just realized that I am righteous with Joe, so I only needed to spend 1. Oh, actually, no.
No, it's your choice.
It's my choice. Yeah, I haven't used that yet. Then okay, so I'm looking for lore of 2.
Yeah.
Got it. I got it.
All right. If you pass, the hidden truth presents itself, and you find that you are able to command them with to lash out at your enemy. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage.
3.
Oh wow.
I know. Dang. Okay, but
if you fail, blah blah blah, then flip the spell you attacked with. Please do another damage to the monster. Please do another
poison mist. The gas clings to your enemy's skin, causing it to bubble and blister. The monster suffers 1 additional damage, then discard this card and gain another poison mist.
Oh, that was a very good one.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt you.
Not at all.
Sweet. Okay, shuffle that back in. So there's a chance you can get that again.
Yeah, let's.
Are you sure you want to discard this monster?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Okay, that's great. So that was Joe.
All right.
Okay, so then
Wilson's turn.
Wilson is going to go. He's just going to use the automatic. So it's a firearm.
Agility for 2. We knew this.
Agility of 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, and I'm focused, so 1. Dang, I have nothing. That lets me reroll.
So fail, quick footwork, nothing.
Nothing. Okay, I'll try again.
Agility.
Same thing. 1, 2,
Pass.
3.
Is damage equal to weapons damage?
4. Okay. That's it.
Mesmerized.
Oh yeah. Then a turn flip this. To ash. Place fire in the space, then discard this card. Oh, Serenity now.
In the piles of the forgotten objects, Wilson Richards finds a delicate music box. When he opens it, the ethereal melody takes him far beyond this world. Wilson Richards suffers 2 horror and becomes mesmerized.
Okay. Minor shock, nothing. Flip it face down. Minor shock, nothing. Flip it face down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 away.
Okay,
and then I become mesmerized. Yes, it was a mulligan. I didn't realize
the
I had
manor
to
howls, gathering power from a new assault. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh my god.
From within the heart of the bright gate, a screaming shade emerges to consume you. Spawn a ghost is indicated. So I think it's like spawning stuff now because we've like missed our chance, so it's just gonna keep throwing junk at us. I don't know.
Do you have a ghost?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. Oh my god. So even had we wouldn't have killed Officer Mori even if we had used all of our attacks on him instead.
I don't know.
Because we took out 2 6s for 12, and then I put the rest on him. So we'll see. Maybe if once we kill him, he'll be dead. But I think we just focus on him and see what happens.
Ghost.
Ghost.
He like moves through walls and stuff, right? Is that ability?
Oh yeah, I think
Something
so. Yeah. This monster can move through impassable borders and walls.
Officer Mori laughs as another of the Manor's minions steps through into this world. See, they were a distraction. They were a waste of time.
Okay, well...
Trailing the tatters of an elegant dress behind it, spawn a thrall is indicated.
I thought it would help us,
No,
but...
they were definitely just a, like, distraction. That's too bad. We wasted a whole turn not hitting a boss.
Yeah, that is too bad.
That could be the end.
Oh my god.
The abandoned piles of junk in storage spill everywhere as the room shifts to a new location. Move the attic storage tile as indicated. Officer Mori pursues you. Officer Mori moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator. Then he attacks the investigator in a space with the lowest agility.
Same thing again.
I can just take it. I'll take it.
4, 5, 6.
Yep,
Yeah.
let me just take it. Whatever. Officer Mori aims a wide haymaker punch at your torso, knocking the wind out of you. Suffer 2 damage, but strength negates. I want to become mesmerized, but that could be the thing to prevent this damage. Oh, but then dazed. What's dazed do? That's fun. Dazed is you cannot spend clues to convert dice results or perform. Yeah, whatever. So let me think here. What am I doing? Spending this final clue? No, let's just use the Tome of Secrets. We'll become mesmerized. Sure, whatever. Mesmerized. Boom.
So then you're not dazed, right? Because only if you suffer damage you become dazed.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Yeah. So then you're only mesmerized.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. All right. No damage.
Okay.
Officer Mori's legs start to sink into the gaps in the attic floorboards. The manor soon devouring him. Immediately, he reemerges from the piles of junk in the storage. Move Officer Mori to the nearest space in the attic storage. He's running away from us. So he's definitely the thing we need to focus on.
Yeah.
The ghost moves 1 space to be adjacent to you. Yeah, see, this is just another weenie it's throwing at us. Then it attacks the investigator adjacent.
He's already adjacent to us.
Okay.
With the highest lore.
I have 2.
2, 3.
Okay, so Joe Diamond.
Oh my god.
The spirit closes in quickly with a shriek. There is no escape. The rusted chains that hang from his arms snap forward, constricting around your body. Strength test. Looking to pass for 2.
Me?
You're the guy that had the most whatever we were looking at. Lore?
Oh, highest. Yeah, sorry.
Highest lore.
So strength of
4
4.
dice you're rolling. I think.
1, 2, 3. Got it.
All right. If you pass, you throw off the chains. The thrall moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator. Then it attacks the investigator in space who has suffered the most damage.
I think that's me.
I have
1,
4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
6. Yep, it's Wilson.
So it's Wilson is getting attacked. So Wilson needs to flip 3 damage face up, but he can negate by doing a will test.
That's fine. Okay, so will of 3. 1. So I only have to flip up 2.
And then you become mesmerized, which you already are, so you don't get it again.
Okay, so let's flip up this one and this one. Please be good, or just flip them back
Rory.
down. Okay, minor shock, nothing, flip it face down. Muscle tear, keep face up. Roll 1 fewer die while resolving a strength test.
That's great.
Okay, so now my strength is just 4.
All right.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to forget.
Who? The horror check against the monster in the range with the highest horror rating. I don't remember what horror rating is on these multiple stats on the card, but
I think it's...
What is this?
I think it's this one on the bottom here. 1.
No, that's brawn.
That's brawn.
Oh,
so sure. Then it's this? 4.
One of them is the awareness or something. One of them's... I never remember, but I can find out quickly here. 5. Horror rating is the bottom right blue number.
Yeah, so this is the highest. The ghost has 5. These 2 both have 4.
All right. Ghost. Let's interact with the ghost. Spirit looks upon you, and his eyes seem to soften. It smiles, and you realize the spirit is missing almost all of its teeth. Blood runs freely from its ruined mouth. Suffer 2 horror, but rolling 2 dice only negates. Do I roll less for that now? Nope, still not.
You suffer 1.
Can't become mesmerized. I already did it. Yeah, sure, I'll spend a clue token. Why not? And prevent one of the horror. Whenever you end your turn within range of 2 or fewer spaces, suffer 1 face down horror. Keep face up. Whenever you end your turn within range of 2 or fewer spaces. Oh, this is claustrophobia.
Yeah, so you are.
Well, this is good because this is a big room.
This is 3.
Yeah, I just can't go in this other little room. You can't go in the
attic. Okay. Okay, so that was you. So Joe now is Will. 3 minus 1 is 2. I'll spend a. That guy. Yeah, I'll just suffer 1. 1 horror. Minor shock, no effect. Flip the face down. Now I have to get rid of Righteous. Because I suffered a horror. And then Will of 3 minus 1 is 2. Got 1, so I'll just take 1. Oh, frayed nerves. Keep face up. Roll 1 fewer die while resolving a will test. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's
4, 5.
bad.
Yeah. So now I'd be
These are.
Yeah, we need to hurry up here.
All right, so I'm gonna ready up Becky to show that I still have a reroll left.
Yeah. Man. Okay, so here's a thought. You can tell me. You can't go in this attic.
Well, I can.
Well, yeah, but then you have claustrophobia. But if you take care of this one, potentially, it frees.
Okay, so I'll start my turn by firing on this guy. Ability, only rolling 3 dice though. I'll use my 1 reroll. Got it. Attack. This time I'm going to use a bladed weapon instead. My enchanted blade. Agility still. Come on, really? Why don't you use agility with a gun?
Oh, you have to put out the fire. I didn't even realize there's fire.
Oh, I forgot about the fire.
I didn't even.
Sure.
So that
I'll do a fire test.
Hold
right
on.
now.
So this monster would have had a damage
at the start of its
turn.
Yeah. So it should have.
It should have 1. I totally didn't even see the fire there.
Okay, so I will just pretend I try to put out fire first, and we'll see. Okay, so I didn't. So what happens? I take a damage when I do anything else?
Yeah.
Sure. If you move more than a single space apart of a... What? Broken leg. Keep face up. If you move more than a single space as part of a move action, flip 1 damage face up. My God. Okay, that's my turn. Done.
Okay.
And the fire's still there.
Should the fire have spread? Yes, right? Because we didn't tell the app that there's fire.
I don't know when the fire got there. I don't know.
Oh, I put the fire there on my turn because I was mesmerized and that was the thing. So fire should have spread and we never told it. Yeah. So we'll spread fire to here and this guy will also take a damage. Yeah, it started on my turn with my mesmerize is what put on fire. So then when they went to their monsters' turns, they would have had...
No, just started. Whatever. It's whatever. Just continue on. We'll just go with what's here. It's
okay.
Yeah.
So then...
That sucks. Okay.
Hold on. Do I have to evade to even try to put the fire?
Yeah, anything. I think it's anything when a monster's in your space.
So I probably just should fight the guy.
Let's see.
Take the damage and then attempt an agility roll.
Yeah, I feel that's the same in this game. Evading monsters. If an investigator is in a space containing a monster, attempts to leave his space or perform an action other than the attack action or move action, the attack action or move action, that investigator must first evade the monster. So you can do a move action.
Oh, I don't have to evade him to move out of his space?
I guess not. Wow, what a bunch of junk. I think that's in the other game it does that, where you have to evade that way. And I think we've got that in our head from that.
No, I thought we... Cause
right here, man.
Yeah, but I believe you, but...
We can get it on the screen here. Right here. Other than an attack action or move action, that investigator must first evade the monster. So what that tells me is we could have moved. There's scenarios I know where we were trying to escape and we were doing evade checks, trying to run to a door to escape out of the mansion and stuff. I bet we didn't have to do that unless that's a typo. Let me check the other book. Yeah, that was dumb. So I shouldn't have even attacked that guy. Shouldn't just try to put out fire and then move to this guy. What a waste. All right. If an investigator in a monster space attempts to move out of the monster space voluntarily or perform an action other than the attack action or move action, this is worded differently. The investigator must resolve an evade check against the monster in space.
Yeah, I think you do have to. You can't just run away from them.
Why does it say or a move action? If an investigator in a monster space attempts to move out of the monster space voluntarily or perform any other action other than an attack action or move action, how would you move other than move actions?
Maybe it's like the push and stuff?
I don't know. This is silly. Move action. Is there another way to move besides move action?
Well, you can be pushed and you have an involuntary move, I guess.
Yeah, this is... Ancient Madness 2nd edition rules reference, August 2016. I don't know if that's been updated or not. Learn to play, also August 1st, 2016. I have a feeling these rule books online haven't been changed at all. Check. Yeah, it still says the same wording in the online one.
It says move and attack are safe to evade. So if we were moving out of this space, we do not need to evade this monster?
That breaks everything I thought I remembered
this whole time.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Hold on. Let me do some Googling. Evade Ancients of Madness rules. I don't know. Whatever.
Because then if that's the case, you could just take the damage away from the thing. Correct. Oh my god.
But it does say in the rules reference, why does it say if you try to move voluntarily, you must do a evade check? That's why we were probably messed up. Just go. We'll just do it that way. Maybe we're playing the game wrong. That's why it's so hard for us. Who knows?
Okay. So yeah. So then I can then move out of this space.
But you're gonna get hit by. Fire. You're allowed to move also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Sure.
let's go with Joe first.
Whatever.
I mean, they can only both hit him one time, but one.
That's fine though. He's the guy we need to end it with, I think.
And then he'll fire with the poison mist. So a spell.
You're looking for will of 2.
Okay, his will is 3. He has nothing changing that. 2. I got 2.
You remember this with that fire when you attacked?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it already. I didn't use
remember this
clues.
guy can convert 2 things with only 1 clue.
Yeah, but I never roll them with him, which is why he has so many clues. Okay, so I pass. Suffers damage equal to the spell damage, so 3. Oh my god, this is going to be a slow grind with...
Of course, this is the same situation we're in every single time.
Okay.
Flip the spell you attack with.
This one.
To do more damage? More damage.
The spell grows too large for you for your casting and barely manages to control it. Each other monster in this space or an adjacent space suffers 1 damage, then discard the spell. But it's not hurting me, so that's all that matters.
That's good, yeah.
Okay, so that's him done. And then the only other thing I can do is Wilson can come in. That's him. 1, 2. And he can attack with a firearm. And he's focused, so we'll see what can happen with that. So attack with a firearm. Wilson.
Observation. Looking for a 2 to pass.
Okay, so my observation is 3, and then I have the magnifying glass, which lets me roll an additional.
This is a good one. Whatever you're using, what are you using?
A firearm, an automatic?
Yeah, firearm. This one's allowing you to get damage plus your test.
Okay. So let's make sure I'm rolling the correct die. So 3 for observation, plus 1 for my magnifying glass. This is will, that is strength. All good. Okay. So I roll 4 die. 2, so that's 6.
The weapon doesn't have any text on it. Lets you do some trickery.
No, not that one.
So you passed.
Yep.
So you're doing 6?
Yep. Okay, that's not terrible.
Mesmerized, right? If you're done your turn.
Yeah, I'm done my turn. Yep. Okay, move 2 spaces towards a random investigator, then discard this card. So, okay, so odd, even. So you're odd, I'm even here. Odd. So I'm moving 2 spaces back to you. Oh, wrong guy. And then discard this card. Okay.
Oh, we're done.
Yep.
What did I forget? Am I mesmerized on my turn? Probably. So for 1 face down horror, unless you drop an item. Sure, I'll drop.
Drop the Bible.
Scribe's Journal.
Oh.
Okay, fire spreads out of control. Or did you just do that or no?
Nope, it's right here.
I remember it's going to damage those monsters in this thing.
Yeah, which is good. Fire spread.
Portal blazes even brighter, emitting a shrill whine that gradually rises in pitch. You notice that its edges are growing, taking over more of the room. Officer Mori begins a slow chant, calling forth a terrible beast from beyond. Spawn a hound of Tindalos, as indicated. The heck is that?
God.
Yeah, he's a summoner, this guy.
Yeah, so we definitely screwed up by not focusing all of our attack on him.
I know, that's what I said. We know this.
I know.
I thought I said it, but then you're like, no, clear some guys and I'll get hit back. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
Well, that's what I thought.
Sure, I guess so. All right, we got Spawn of Tindalos. Heck, that is. The chant grows louder, pressing against your every nerve. Spawn a zombie as indicated. Oh, monsters. Look at this. There's no monster limit in this game?
No.
That's a lot of monsters. Building into a crescendo of devotion, Officer Mori draws one last monster from the void. Spawn a Bayaki as indicated. I think.
Okay.
Wow, look at all these guys.
Some of them are going to take some damage, so hopefully...
Ready for click through 100 screen fest here.
Oh my god.
The abandoned piles of junk and storage spill everywhere as the room shifts into a new location. Move the attic storage tile as indicated.
Move it closer.
This Mythos event affects the investigator with the most items.
Oh my god.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's him.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
When you brush carelessly against a wall, it becomes gelatinous and tries to suck you in. You're rolling agility +1.
Okay, so that's 5.
Looking for a 3 to pass.
Okay, these ones do will and strength, so that's good. I'm looking for a 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've passed.
If you pass, you rip free of the hungry wall and the manor rattles in rage around you. Officer Mori drifts along, listening to voices you cannot hear. Officer Mori moves 1 space towards the nearest investigator. Then it attacks the investigator in a space with the most items. Okay, so it's taking a damage from fire, right? Is it on a fire spot?
Nope, he's not on fire.
Okay. So then he's moving no spaces.
Yep.
Then he attacks you.
He's attacking Joe.
Officer Mori grabs an object you hold, demanding it be returned to the manor. Strength, looking for a 2.
Okay. Got it.
All right, if you fail, okay, so nothing. Officer Mori's legs start to sink into the gaps in the attic floorboards. The manor is soon devouring him. Immediately, he reemerges from the piles of junk in the storage. Move Officer Mori to the nearest space in the attic storage. He already is in the attic storage.
Oh yeah, so then leave him there.
That is the nearest space. Nearest space is his space.
Mm-hmm.
I would think. The ghost moves 1 space towards the nearest investigator. So this guy
he will
has a
take,
damage.
Yeah, he will take a damage, and then he moves 1 space towards the nearest investigator. Let's do this.
Why?
Because unless you want him to take another damage, right, for moving in here?
I don't know why. It's just
because he has less of everything than these two guys. These two guys are like almost dead.
For attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so he'll come in.
That's what you think.
I don't know, but.
The spirit approaches with its hands covering its face, giggling uncontrollably. Agility, looking for a 2 to pass.
Okay, so my agility is 5. Let's spend. Yeah. Am I gonna suffer?
So if you fail, you move to pin its hands shut, but it flings them open just in time, revealing its disfigured face. Suffer 1 horror.
No, I'll suffer 1 horror. No, I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
The thrall, the one with the red, moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Then it attacks the investigator in space with the lowest will. I have a 3.
I have a 3 as well. I am rolling 1 fewer dice with will.
Okay, so we're both 3.
Yeah.
I'll take it if you don't want to.
5.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Are you almost dead?
Yeah, we're both almost dead, so whatever. I'll take it. I'll just do it. Who cares? The thrall reaches a single bulbous arm around you. Become mesmerized.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna die. Sorry, because he takes damage.
Oh,
he won't actually do anything.
Okay,
so that's
perfect.
Fine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Boom.
Yes.
Yeah, get out of here.
So he doesn't do anything. Whew.
Let's see. The Hound of Tindalos moves to the farthest investigator within range. So he takes a damage.
Yep.
Out of his 8 health.
Hold
on. Moves to the farthest investigator within range. So he's already in range.
Yeah, and he can't move any further away from anybody.
Then it attacks an investigator in its space. Moves to the farthest investigator within range. So within range is us. So he does move, and he takes another damage. Yeah.
Okay.
I get what he's doing.
Yep.
Then it attacks the investigator in space who has suffered the most damage. I've suffered 5.
4, 5, 6. Wilson, 6.
So Wilson's going to be attacked. You're not even given a moment to react before the hound materializes behind you and its teeth close on your shoulder. Strength. Looking for a 2 to pass.
All right, so strength of 5. Oh, I roll 1 fewer die in a strength test, so 4. I got it. Whew.
If you pass, you manage to tear yourself free. Suffer 1 face down damage.
Oh, okay. I'm 1 away, I think, here. Yep. Zombie takes 1 damage.
The zombie takes 1 damage.
Yeah.
The zombie moves 1 space towards the nearest investigator within range.
Okay.
So he takes an additional damage.
Yep.
And then it attacks the investigator in space who has suffered the least horror.
Oh.
I have suffered
1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do I have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I'm supposed to be.
Okay, so do whatever here.
Yeah,
Insanity.
so I have to discard those.
Yep, just keep on.
I got it right here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. I didn't even realize.
Go back and remove the one with 5 damage.
We did. He's right here. We did.
Whatever. Just keep going. We'll figure it out if we didn't.
Okay, this is insane. So has to be 3+ or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which all of them are less or more than, or not, never more than that. Okay, so I actually take the attack then, because I have the least horror at that point. The corpse raises its arms and charges forward, jaw gaping with rotted teeth, strength looking for 2.
No, I think at this point I do, because now this is a new one, right? Because I should have done that on the last one when I took that.
Yeah.
And so now it'll hit me, because I have the least.
You have the most. It's attacking the most, wasn't it? That's why when you counted 6, or was it the least?
It was the least.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Continue on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Strength is 2.
I don't know what it was. I'm just asking.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure.
I roll 4. I pass.
At least.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So I pass.
Great. If you pass, nothing. Good.
Okay.
Hey, the Bakaki. Is he in fire? Yes, he is.
Nope. That's this one.
Oh, he's way over there?
Yeah.
No. This is...
Oh, this?
That's what we used with the wrong guy. Yeah. This is this guy now, which was right here.
Oh, then we put the wrong...
Was he here?
Yeah.
So this guy right here would have attacked Joe Diamond and wouldn't have taken any damage. Can we go back? Nope. So
That's
we'll
okay.
try
Do
to
it in a
correct
minute.
that.
We'll
We'll
do it
try
in
to
a
correct
minute.
that.
Okay.
What's Joe Diamond's stat for that test, though? And what did you roll for that test?
4.
So
And
we'll
he
just
rolled
say
4.
he rolls.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, it all balances out that way. It's just, we'll
Okay.
fix it. So he'll take a damage.
But we got to remove damage from the other guy, right?
Will, yep.
All right.
So he's going to take 1 damage first.
Great.
And then moves 3 towards the investigator within range. Okay, so he's going to move in here. And then with the highest lore, I have 2.
I have 2.
Okay, I can take it.
I'll just take it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yep. The Bukkake grips your shoulders and drag you in the sky. Strength 4. Do I have less strength? No. Looking for a 2 to pass. Got it.
Oh.
If you pass, nothing extra. Okay, perfect. All right, each investigator horror check. Hold on. Before we probably won't let us do it right now.
It's fine. We can do it in a minute. Okay, so hold on. My horror check will be, this guy is 5, 2, and 4. So mine is against this guy.
Okay, you're doing a will -1.
Okay, so that's for Joe, who has a will of 2. He doesn't have anything.
And
Or will of 3
this is
minus
suffering
1.
2 horror, but you're looking to negate. You negate a 1, so you take a horror.
Okay.
Unless you have a way to...
No, it's all clues and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. No additional effect. Flip face down. Okay, so then for this one, 3 or 4. So we're gonna do it against the zombie.
Okay. Will of 3 dice.
Oh, sorry.
What do I take? I failed. Oh, but I have a reroll. No, I don't. I used it. Unless I forgot. No, that's fine. No clue token, so I fail. You wonder what this poor person's last words were. Flip 3 horror face up. I only have 2. And suffer face down horror, which still good, I think. No additional effect. Card face down. Keep face up. After you perform an action, flip 1 horror face up. And then a face down horror.
Okay, and then I roll.
So I'm at 6 out of 7.
Okay, and then Wilson, who's in the same space, he has 3. I have roll 1 fewer when doing a will test. I got 1, so I'll do the same thing. So I have to suffer.
Flip 3 horror face up, then suffer 1.
I have none.
Okay, so just a face down horror.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to go correct. Because this weird guy should not have any damage.
Yeah.
At least you can roll that back.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. You want me to just attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so Joe will do the spell against the main guy here.
You're rolling lore +1. It'll suffer damage equal to your test.
Okay, so rolling 4. 2, and I will spend a clue. If I spend a clue to convert, so that's 4. And then I got to flip the spell.
We're 4 away.
Okay. You cough and sputter as you lose all control over your arcane magic. You and each other investigator in your space or an adjacent space suffers 1 face down damage. So let's do that first. You guys are fine. Then the monster suffers 1 additional damage, and each other monster in your space or an adjacent space suffers 2 damage.
Okay, so I added damage to him. He's at 18.
Okay.
Then I'll grab this guy. Oh. Then I'll grab 1.
Nope, 2. They suffer 2.
Oh.
Yep.
And the ghost?
The ghost, yes. Almost kill him with spells. Okay, I really want that one again. Wow. Okay, so then I'll attack again.
Yes.
Here,
Spell?
I'll let you pick which one I put on top just in case there's any.
This one on top.
Okay, so we're attacking with this one.
Feels like the best one.
Okay, because we want that again. That would be good.
Spell. So it's lore looking for 2. You trace a mystic sigil in the air, letting your mind expand into it. If you pass, the curse bursts from you. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage.
Okay.
This would kill him, no? He only needs 3 more.
21. Okay.
Yeah, you need to pass this.
I pass, but is it the spell's damage?
No, yes.
So I don't need to convert anything?
No.
Well, I can anyways, because with this, you may convert a clue.
You pass.
Okay, okay.
Look,
just
2
making
to
sure.
pass, you got 2 to pass. Why would you do that?
This is free, though.
Oh. Okay, 3. You passed.
Okay.
You still passed.
I know,
Great.
just in case. You never know what's going to
extra
pop
passed. Great. All right.
Oh, and then
hold
flip
on.
the spell.
1, 2, 3. Yep, flip the spell. Do whatever it says.
Okay, flip the spell.
Sure, yeah.
The gas clings to your enemy's skin, causing it to bubble and blister. The monster suffers 1 additional damage. Okay, he's dead anyway. So
all right, the monster who was Officer Mori crumples, shrinking back into human proportions. The manor moans at the loss of its servant, and the screams of dying thralls echo through the shifting corridors. You manage to escape, bursting out of the collapsing manor into a startlingly quiet night.
We won?
I don't know if we won. Let's find out. It didn't say we won. I don't know.
Does it usually?
I don't know. We never win, so we don't know.
We don't know.
All right, let's see here. You flee into the night, leaving behind the house and its unnatural occupants. For a time, the disappearance of Officer Mori is reported upon until the next missing person case takes over the headlines. You have greater worries, however. Shadows follow you in the alley at night. Strangers stand outside your window for hours at a time. More and more gaps appear in your memory, and you awaken with your feet covered in mud, unsure of what you have done. I think this is a failure. It is almost a relief when you take a new case, a mystery, at a place called Silverwood Manor. You have a vague idea the name means something to you, but you can't remember why. The end. Yeah, I feel like it's not a loss and it's not a win. Like Edgar's saying, it's like a middle ending. I feel like fighting him wasn't the final climax. I feel like if we would have done that portal in the same turn, I feel like closing that portal would have been the ultimate win. We wouldn't have gone to like super monster rumble royal here in the freaking attic at the end.
Yeah,
I feel like that was like a punishment for not doing it in time. Like you missed your chance, fight a bunch of monsters. If you beat them, you kind of win. But you just die and you fail.
True.
Like there is always like the objective that can come up could be something if you're on the case doing it right. There's like a proper story to follow. But yeah, I think this was like you missed the mark slightly, but you have a second chance to kind of not lose.
Okay, I'm going to take this as we didn't lose. So that's all that matters.
That wasn't that hard.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
you should feel the tension in my shoulders right now.
Yeah, I have 6 out of my fear and 5 out of my 7 health.
Yeah, I was insane. Do we want to know what my insanity was?
Did you win or lose?
It says, well, I don't know because I don't know if we won or not.
Read it.
But this says, you do not win the game as normal. Instead, you win only if the investigation is complete and you have more items than the other investigators left. Otherwise, you lose the game.
So you won.
I won that, but I don't know if we won the game.
Yeah.
Like, does it usually say, I think it usually says, like, you win?
I know Lord of the Rings it says you win. I don't know. I have no idea.
But I feel like
when we lose, it's kind of obvious because it's like, you failed, died. You got drunk, and you died, and or a monster ate your face.
But I'm going to take that as a success, whether we won or not. Because we didn't lose, right? I guess we tied. I guess that's the only other way we could say, right? We tied.
This is what this game does to me. Even when you think we pulled it out in a narrow win, it's like...
We're not sure.
I'm now going to be questioning my existence for the rest of the day. Like, what did I do with my day? Why did I do that? Like, why do I even play this game? Why did I stream? What happened? I forgot.
Oh, we never fought.
Oh, we never fought boss Yog So.
But wasn't that what that guy was?
No, he's just a servant to the manor. I don't know. Yeah, Chris is the answer, I think. We didn't lose, I think.
Right, exactly. So
but we didn't win.
We didn't, well, we're not sure. We tied.
I'll take we didn't lose, but man, it's messing me. Now I want to like Google up like, is this a win or not? But then I might get spoiled. Yeah, I lost my sanity, Billy. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. This is going to mess with me now for the rest of the day. I'll be like, man, did we win? Did we not win? Did we do good? Or was that doing bad? I don't know. 3 more gates, remember?
Yeah, but I don't know if that was... They were talking about
they're
all
tied
the
to the keys. Yeah.
But do you think we really had to go through and do all 4?
I think so. Like, we didn't win.
Really that
we didn't
slow?
win. Yeah. No, but I think if we closed that portal right away, we might have bought ourselves more time to go run around and do the other ones.
Oh, like it would have opened up another one. And we
I think so.
Most of the time, good ending goes with words, investigation is success. Okay, and that's what I thought. Like, I thought investigators win or something like that. But we didn't lose. So I'm going to take that as a successful playthrough in comparison to our others, right?
Yeah, I saw a mention there. Where was it? Chris says, sounds like a tie. Ready to play again? Yeah, like this makes me want to try this scenario again.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Now that we know more, like I want to try. Like get those keys, stick together, and try to hit. And when we're going to check that blue, whatever that's called, investigation token, we all should be together and just hammer it all in the same turn. Like talk to Mori or whatever, and then just go and make it happen. Do the test, spend the clue tokens, go nuts. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm not sure, but it's cool that like we played it here. And like you could go play that, and it's going to be totally different layout, probably throw things in different spots, and based on how you do it, playing at different player counts and stuff, you're going to see different things happen. So that's what's cool. We play it on here, you guys watch it, but you can go buy the game. You try this based on different investigators you have. You'll be rolling successes on tests that maybe we failed on because we had less dice, or you failed on, or you succeed because you have more dice, or you pick the right guy with the right ability, and then you succeed on that token. Maybe you open the right door, go in the right room at the right time. And it could be a totally different ending, totally different things happen, which I like. When we've replayed scenarios before, it's like different fights happened, or different monsters showed up, or we didn't have to fight a boss. We actually, something else happened because we did it right. So I like that again. Try it again on Tuesday. It'll be Tuesdays with Maury. Next Sunday? Maybe. Like, yeah, maybe.
I mean, if
you've yet to win, you haven't lost yet.
That is true, I guess.
Like, while we still have it in our mind, I would like to try it again to see what happens. But I don't know if that's boring, or if we just get it head down, go into it, and try quickly to plow through to see if we can get to that point again and find all the keys.
Yeah, that's
but with the shifting mansion, based on where we are and the thing shifts and what order did it shift, is there a right way with this shifting mansion to go to certain rooms first, knowing that they'll shift other rooms to make sure we're not in them so it hurts us? Because a lot of the damage and fear we got was because we were in rooms that just said, this room's gone, you're in another room, you get hit with damage and fear and horror, whatever. And it did seem a little buggy, that's true.
Yeah, it did.
It did seem a little buggy.
But I agree with you. If playing it again, is it boring?
I would pick someone in our party, at least one, if not two people that have higher willpower.
Yeah, but the thing
But it did do a lot of strength from the weapons, a lot of agility from the weapons, and we had guys that were set for that.
And that's why I think we were stronger in fighting, but we were weaker in like horror checks and things like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like the characters balance themselves out most of the time.
Yeah, like Brian's saying, it'd be cool to see if the mansion shifts differently. That's true also.
Okay, well,
I don't know, maybe we'll think about it, we'll talk, and we'll decide. It might not be next week, and it could be the weekend after if we can't find people to join us to play a horror game. We want to try to keep playing horror themed games all through October on weekends. So we have Last Friday covering us next weekend. Doesn't mean we won't play too.
Yeah.
We might still do this maybe next Sunday. I don't see why not. But I could be thinking and misthinking of something else we need to do, but I don't know right this minute, but I kind of want to replay this one. But I did look online, I saw it popped up today, I think it was in the Facebook Mansion Madness group, or it was yesterday, someone asked the question of, what scenario to play to get most in the Halloween spirit? And I was like, oh man, no way.
That's
so I clicked
timely.
on it. Yeah, I clicked on it, and I was like, it was Dearly Departed, which we have not played, I don't think. We have the expansion that it's in, I think. It's one of the previous sets, because it involves zombies and like the undead and coming out of the graves and stuff. Or somebody recommended there's one that we also have the expansion for that involves a Harvest Day kind of parade in it.
Oh, so it's kind of like fall-y.
I think, yeah, something like that.
Can you pull them up on here for 1 sec just so we can see like the difficulty and time on those ones that you're talking about?
Dearly Departed, yeah. It's from one of those expansions from the first edition or whatever.
That's a challenging one.
Yeah. Only 120 to 150, so it's
similar
like,
to this
It's
time.
similar to what we just played, but a 5 out of 5 difficulty, but it supposedly thematically is like good for the Halloween spirit kind of thing.
Okay.
And then the other one was, I was looking at them this morning. The Twilight of Diadem, which we do have this expansion. We can easily mix in the stuff for it.
Okay. It's slightly longer, so it would be more of a whole
it's a longer
whole
one
day.
for sure. It's the same difficulty as one we played today. Every year, the streets of Arkham light up with a celebration of the Twilight Fair, hosted and funded by the Silver Twilight Lodge. However, Mary Ann Chase has discovered the chilling secret lurking at the heart of the festivities. Do you have the courage to oppose the wealthy and powerful Silver Twilight Lodge, or will their scheme claim another innocent soul? And Dearly Departed says, bodies of the recently deceased have been disappearing from morgues and fresh graves all over town. The Hangman's Hill Cemetery has seen the worst of thefts, and you are dead certain it is no coincidence. Ha 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 ha. I think this is the one that most people are recommending. They're like, Dearly Departed, obviously. Dearly Departed, Dearly Departed. It was like kept repeated over and over again. Then one person like kind of mentioned the other one. But I was like, oh man, I wish I saw that before I scheduled today's. I would have picked this one probably, but.
Yeah. So that's the thing. If we were to play again.
Oh, also, yes, we were forgetting to take fire damage. No, you went first.
No, I went first.
Yeah, Mel went first, so she didn't have to take fire damage. I took a damage from fire, I think.
Yeah, and I think I did too, which is what put me at 7.
But
whatever. Maybe not. Maybe we will want more.
Reread rules on evade and fire before next play.
Yeah, we will do that for sure. I'll Google it and look a little more into
them,
it. Yeah, just to make sure we're doing it correctly.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my question is like, if we did play again next weekend or the future weekend, I'd probably want to play one of these new ones, right? Over one we've already played.
Does it matter? We can always play it. Not really at Halloween too. That's like whatever, but
I know, but
I was just throwing it out there. So if anyone's playing Mansion of Madness around Halloween, Dearly Departed is the most recommended one. I just reminded, but
yeah. Also, I guess if you're watching this, let us know which one
yes.
you would like to see us play, because that'd be kind of fun too.
And people who are watching this now, later, whatever, comments down below, please. Leave comments if you know about the whole evading thing. Can you move out of a space with the monster without doing an evade check? Or anything that came up related to fire, or any issues you notice. You're watching this and you're like, man, I play Mansion of Madness all the time. I know the rules. Drop it down below. Quote or link to BGG rules corrections, FAQ entries, pages in the rulebook, whatever we need to read. If you know it off the top of your head and you can help us out play better in the future, or other people watching this who may be like, oh yeah, I'm not sure. If you know the answer, it'd be super helpful. Drop it down below. Timestamp it if you can. And thank you so much for that. Appreciate the help. But yes.
Yeah.
Boom.
But let us know if we play again, which one you might be interested in seeing, because
yeah, if you want to see us replay this, leave it down in the comments below. Let us know. We could.
You could also put it in the chat too, and we can kind of have a tallied idea.
Spooky fun.
I know, right?
By the way, I did 4 monsters solo with Explorer and Horrified. Not easy, but lots of fun.
Oh, Horrified. We're going to get there. Yes.
Yeah. I definitely want to play that one before Halloween for sure.
Yes.
Probably on Halloween, I'm thinking, or like if another Friday evening gaming night happens to keep it kind of shorter. I definitely want to play that. We'll play with more players. But I will play solo. I think if we haven't figured out a day to play Horrified, the Friday right before Halloween, in the day if you're working, I'll do a solo of Horrified, and we'll just play that all day with the chat and have some fun with Horrified.
Yeah, because Horrified's a quick one, right? So if we streamed it on Saturday on actual Halloween, it would be...
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But we may want to do a super long Mansion of Madness playthrough, or
something.
We may have people coming over and want to play like Last Friday or Fury of Dracula, a big epic game or something.
Yeah, we're still figuring schedules out.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll see.
Horrified will be coming before...
The default is if we can't find other people, we just fall back. We only have 2 players. We'll just fall back to Mansion of Madness and play with 3 characters, or 3 actions and 2 characters, or 4 characters, we try that next time. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you everyone for watching live. Thank you for supporting the channel. To those on Patreon, if you'd like to support the channel, links are down in the description below. Click that like button. Helps other people find these videos when they're searching for Mansion of Madness videos on YouTube. Helps the channel grow. Subscribe. Help us get to 10K. When we get to 10K, we're going to celebrate it with a 24-hour weekend of 2 12-hour streams, playing live Too Many Bones, exploring more on Splice and Dice, more baddies, different player counts, whatever. We're just going to play Too Many Bones for 2 12-hour streams. Come and join in, and we'll have some fun. But we're almost there. I don't know, 200-ish subscribers. Less than now?
Yeah.
Holy jeez.
Yep, less than 200.
But yeah, if you're kind of on the fence, just hit subscribe for a little while till we hit 10K. You can leave after that. I just want an excuse to play Too Many Bones for a whole weekend. So if you can help us get there, that'd be great. Thanks. Anyways, I appreciate everyone for being here, spending the time with us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.